good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How's everybody doing? Nikki, I see, is here. It's late at night. Tommy J. Who was here early? I think it was CJ, and it went away. I saw it earlier. And I reminded everybody, sorry, I had a little bit of technical difficulty, but I got it handled. Usually it's Bobby that always has the problems. How you doing, Bobby? Time to get going. Jake's here. And who else? Did I miss anybody? I know I did. Gary's here. ET's here. Hey, ET. And David Benjamin. How are you? I think I caught everybody. And Jake, I think that's it. So let's see. This was one of my technical difficulties. I couldn't get the coffee machine to work. Hey, Chris, how are you? Chris is here, so I know the. If he hasn't said anything, the sound must be decent. So I won't have to ask. Let's see. Masks. Everybody that is here in Thailand. I still didn't get a chance to go out and run around yesterday. We pretty much hung out here. We had the. We're gonna. I told you, I think before, that we don't have room on the property to park both the truck and the car, or if we do, underneath the awning, that we would have room to not move around or anything. But anyway, the lady across the street's nice enough to let us build. She doesn't want me to put anything in concrete, so I went over how I wanna build it, cover for the truck to be parked across there. My wife has taken such good care of that truck over the years. I think it's a 2011, and I mean it doesn't have a single dent. I mean she took very good care of it. So so I went over that. Finally got the brother, the cousin that built the fence and the Thai kitchen came over yesterday. I guess his wife has badgered on him enough to get his butt back to work. Expect Pete, how you doing? And he came over yesterday and we went over it all. So she's got the list of the metal that's going to be needed for the cover next to the Thai kitchen for the clothes and the washing machine and all that kind of stuff. And then to build the one across. And I think I ended up at 3.5 by 5.5. 3.5 by 5. 3.5 by 5.5, I think, or 3.5 by 5 meters on the carport, I'm going to call it. So she's going to send it off to her sister, her cousin, over at one of the warehouses here and get a price on it all, and then hopefully get it sent over here so we can get it built. And that will be nice. Media, how you doing? So that was nice to see him. He looks like he's in semi good spirits. Like I said, I think he was prodded a bunch by his wife. He has a tendency to sit around and drink. I mean, it's just part of his life. But I told him, man, you need to keep the drinking for the weekends and work. You're a young enough man. You need to. He needs to provide for his family. So anyway, I think he understands that sort of now. And then maybe if he jumps on that good enough, and if the money comes in the way that I think it's going to, maybe we'll go ahead and start on the plunge pool and the permanent pond. Hey, Mark, how you doing? Mark saying hi to everybody, of course. And maybe we'll roll right into that. I don't know. Like I said, it's going to be hard. Rainy season for, if he even misses a couple of days, and it's at a critical time where, once we get the hole dug and the bottom slab put in and the block walls and get it, even semi rendered smooth, whatever you want to call it. Then after that fact, if it gets water in it, I could throw a pump in there and pump it out. But if it doesn't have a bottom, or he misses 1 or 2 days and we get a big rainstorm, the thing will it'll be a nightmare. So I don't want any nightmares in my life. I got enough of them. I don't need any extra ones. So I'll just put it off if I don't think he's ready. We'll see. Excuse me. How he does the how he does both the covers. We'll see how that turns out. Uh, I was going to say, hey John, how you doing? We were talking about yesterday. We were talking about, or day before yesterday. We were talking about with Dip Media about having to live in the United States for 10 years, your Thai wife, to be able to get your death benefits if you die from Social Security. I did talk to a couple other people who said the same thing, so I'm hoping that he does get a hold of them, because I think they're going to tell him the same thing. But it would be nice, you know. I mean, it should be. I mean, what difference does it make if I get married to somebody, I get married to somebody? Shouldn't make a bit of difference, but I guess it does. They don't want the. I don't know. I don't know what they want. What difference does it make if I'm married to the same woman for 25 years? She's entitled. She should be entitled to everything that I have, every avenue that is possible to her. But I don't know. But what was the other thing? I got to get by. I want to get by, and now, especially with the Jeep, I'm going to try to start walking every morning now that I don't have to worry about putting a mask on, and see if it's any better. My knees are killing me. Friday at 6 o'clock, I go to the hospital and meet with the orthopedic surgeon, and I'm sure he's just going to schedule a bunch of tests. I mean, he's going to want to. He's not going to take my word. Oh, they're no good. Okay, let me just cut your knee off. So I'm sure he's going to have to do MRIs or whatever. But whatever he has to do, he has to do. I got to get it done. It's ridiculous. And Bobby says, that is true about the 10 years. We hit that on the 13th of July. Yeah, it's a sad fact, but he was reading something, and it was conflicting and giving him the impression, or the way he was reading it, or whatever. I never read anything. I just talked to him directly, and he was saying, "Oh no, she can get it, she can get it," and I don't think that's true. Hey Mitch, how you doing? Hey Ron John, top of the morning to you. uh, but I don't know. It's weird. We've talked about spouses before, and you know, I personally have gotten a bunch of crap from trolls about being stupid, and they're going to take you for everything you got, and blah, blah, blah. And we went down that road. But I don't think it couldn't be any further from the truth with me. It's just that trolls don't want to take the time to actually find out the truth. They just make their own assumptions on stuff. But in my particular case, it's not. She's the one that would really be hurt if I croak, or if I leave. She would be in big trouble. But for the most part, there's a lot of people in here that have done the same thing and feel totally, completely, and utterly at ease about building their Thai family, their Thai wife, and their children a home. It's all in the. I don't think anybody really goes into a relationship and says, oh, I'm probably going to only be with this woman for 1.3 years, so maybe I shouldn't do anything. I mean, you always think it's that you're going to be there forever. Does that happen? Not all the time, but sometimes it does. But you just have to be, like I said, yeah, it's a gut thing with me. I knew right out of the gate. And like I said, if you're smart about it, and mainly I'm talking to new subscribers, people that are watching this channel for the first time, is Thailand is a great place for people that look like this. 55, 65, 70 years old even. And not to come here and chase women that are 18 years old. That's not what I'm saying. But to find a nice Thai lady in her 40s that wants to be happy and taken care of, and has this much love to give. It's amazing. Like we had talked before, you get back 100 times over what you give, or I do anyway, and everybody that I've talked to is the same thing. So whatever you give to them, I want my family here, my family in the States and everything, everybody to be happy when I croak. I don't want it to be a completely sad day like, oh my, what am I going to do? I can't afford this. And I want them to go, okay, well, you know, we're going to move on now and into their next. They're young enough. My wife's 42, I think she just turned. I'm hoping I got that right. It's everybody. Like I said, all the people on here that have Thai partners and for years and years and years, like Brock and like Tom, Thailand Digital Nomad, and all these people, and new ones that just are started like Mark and me, and certain people. I think right? In your mind. I think if you really get tricked or taken by a really good, like if my wife does me, she can't. But let's say things were differently, and I paid for everything, and I bought the land, and I paid for the house and all that. Boy, I would just be, hey, kudos. You deserve everything you get because you had me hook, line, and sinker. And but I think that what my glasses are driving me crazy. There we go. Sorry about that. But and Gator too, and Jake, that. But even some people are, well, you're stupid. You're this. You're buying your family a house and stuff like that. And these are coming out of mouths of people that have Thai partners. So what are you doing with your Thai partner? They're going to have nothing when you croak. I don't understand. And most of them are advocates of, oh, I love Thai people and God bless Thai people, and they're the best thing in the world, which to me they are. I'm totally privileged and feel honored to be able to live here and what I have, and I hope that everybody gets to experience that. But I also hope that the people that are on here and that are watching this and seeing this know that, okay, maybe the women that asked me for 100,000 baht after I've talked to them online for 3 minutes, maybe I ought to just delete that one and go on to the next one, and maybe I'll find somebody through a friend, which I think is the best way, a friend of whatever. And I'm going to tell you, 99% of them are going to be here in Isan. But there's millions of them out there, and they're willing to, they'll fall in love. They'll fall in love with the fact that they're being taken care of, and this man that is showing love to them, they're going to want to show it back, and they don't care how old you are, how fat you are, what the case may be. They want to know what's inside this man. It's amazing. I mean, it's not, are there gold diggers? And yeah, but they're all over the place. They're not only here. I'm sure they're in, in Vietnam and in Cambodia and Laos and Singapore and the United States and Australia and every place. So you just need to be smart about it. And the reason that I'm talking about it again, because I don't think it can be talked about enough, because, the women, for one thing, are getting a bad rep from whatever the reason is. I mean, I've been divorced 3 times, or twice, whatever the case may be. I had to give away half of everything that I owned in California, and that was only after 9 months of marriage. So if the one this one passed away, if we got divorced or whatever, she would deserve everything that she got. And I think it's the same case with the woman that you've been with here in Thailand. But I couldn't sleep at night, thinking that, oh, these people are all a bunch of idiots. And boy, I feel so great that I didn't do a damn thing for my Thai wife and family, and I'm just the smartest person in the world, and when I die, they'll have absolutely nothing and be in the streets. But who cares about that? I'll be dead. It's just not the right way to be thinking about things, in my opinion. Like I said, the more stuff that I can get my wife, the better it is in my eyes. Better I sleep, the better I think about myself, and You know, like I said, are there instances and are people going to make mistakes? Sure. I think it could be held down to a minimum if you have at least this much self-esteem and you come here with an open mind and not jump on the first person that you meet, although it may be the right one. It's up to you. But just keep in your mind, I mean, you don't have to, be shelling out money, right from the beginning. Well, I'm going to be living in the States for a couple of years, so I'm going to give you 20,000 baht a month, so that you can survive or whatever. If you feel like that's something you want to do, hey, by all means, do it and take care of them. But just do it smartly, is what I'm saying. There's a lot of them, and I haven't been watching the chat at all. So if I missed a bunch, let me go back and see. Dave, you're right, basically. We all want security. Yeah, I think so, and I don't know if I know you, Scott. How you doing? Yeah, I mean, I do. Like, I just finished up this last and final part of my retirement. I would operate an engineers union. I worked for them for 8.5, 9 years. The retirement was unbelievable. They put in more money hourly than people were getting with minimum wage. They were the last place that I worked, and it was union. So, but that particular one, I could take less and give my wife a certain amount of money after I passed, and that's what we ended up doing. Just ended up finishing it up because I'm a procrastinator. If you're new to the channel, you'll figure that out. And I was supposed to get it on January 1st, and what are we now? Into July? Maybe I'll get it on July 1st. So she'll get it after I pass, which we were talking about earlier with the media, and a lot of people and expats are under the wrong, as far as I am, thoughts that yeah, they can get my Social Security. Not as far as I know. So this one, she actually gets more than she makes now with the government. That makes me feel good, not feel like an idiot. So it's amazing. Let's see. I know I missed a bunch of stuff. E.T. You never hear the good news, only the bad regarding. Yeah, exactly, right, Mark? And are there cases where people are? Yeah, but I think there was a bunch of warning signs before they gave him that final 2 million baht. You had to have known. And if you didn't have any esteem and, oh, this is the only woman I could ever get in my life, and God, she's so beautiful, and just don't fall into that, man. There's women here, at least I found and I can't just say all of Southeast Asia, but here in Thailand, that take you as you. They don't read anything more into you, any less into you. In fact, on one of Bobby's show, one of the guys from here, Paul, was on it, and two nice Filipino ladies, and they found out. They said, "Well, how?" Bobby said, "How old, would you?" They were like in their 30s, let's just say. One of them was like 27, I think, and one was 35. I'm sure that Bobby will correct me, but what was it? Well, like 55 years old, and she goes, "Well, how old are you?" Type thing, and he goes, "Well, I'm 60 or whatever it was." She goes, "Well, maybe 60, 65." So they don't care about the money. See, you got to remember, and I've said this before, if they know that you're retiring here, especially from the United States, I don't know how it is from Australia or whatever, but even the Social Security money that you could get, because if you worked and busted your buns your whole life, you're going to get 2,500, I think is tops, or 27. Bobby will know. 2,700. Well, that's good money to them. That's a lot of money. It's not you're not ultra rich, but you could take care of. She knows in her mind that you could take care of her if you're coming here and retired and can show the 800,000 in the bank or 65,000 or 67. I think we determined it was 65 the other day. 65,000. Hell, they can live. You got to figure that my wife, she makes good money for a Thai person with the government at a little bit over 20,000 baht. So that's like 24, 63 people. you know. So what I'm saying is just be smart about it. You'll meet you have the possibilities to meet someone that'll make your end days worth living, because I know mine has made mine worth living, and it's pretty awesome. Let's see what Chris is saying. Got a little time. It's about equal these days for scams both ways. These days it seems with the younger set. Yeah, and I think it happens too, Chris, with the. God, I jumped. Anyway, with the as far as I think men, let's say that are 55 and retired, that all of a sudden they come over here and they do get a lot of attention. All of a sudden they want someone that's 23, which is fine. That's up to them, what they want, who they want. More than likely, that person is going to want to party till 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, at least 2, 3, 4, 5 times a week. Not what I wanted. Maybe the other person, I'll put up with it because she's 23 and she's gorgeous. Now, if that 23-year-old starts going, well, my mom's a little sick, can I get 20,000 baht from you just to make her life easier there and she'll be okay? And you give it. With the anticipation that you're thinking this 23-year-old is just something, you're probably going to get taken. Are you for sure? Don't know. You're going to have to play that out in your own mind. But I would take it as I might have to pass on the 23-year-old. But if you're coming here and you're looking, I was 62 years old. My wife was 39. So if you're coming here and you're 55 to 65 years old and you're looking for a woman in their 40s, I think the chances of you finding a excellent partner to spend your days with, regardless of whether it's marriage or whatever, are very, very good. Why are you singling out men? Asking for a friend. It doesn't have to be man. It can be woman too. I'm sure that there are a ton of Thai men that are, looking for something too, and they might be looking for the same thing. Hey, I don't want to. I'm 40 years old. I don't want to bust my rear and work and do this and that. I want a sugar mama to come over here and I'll take care of her if she takes care of me. And as long as both of you agree on what you're doing, that's the clincher. You have to agree. I don't know if I love you. Maybe I'll love you in whatever. Maybe it'll last 6 months. Maybe it'll last 6 years. I don't know. But I enjoy my time with you. It's awesome. We can go and we stay in the same hotel room and we go out to breakfast, lunch, and dinner and on this cruise and that cruise and over here on this island and you enjoy yourself. Who's getting hurt? No one. So as long as it's up front, that's all. I know I missed a bunch of stuff, guys. There's just stuck. You like my Santa picture? I love that. That's my favorite picture. I stole that from Foreigner Joe, from Joe. I love that picture. Hey there, T. Oh, T's here. Oh, yeah, there you are. Hey, T, what's up? I was just looking at some of your stuff on Facebook. T has an excellent channel if you guys are into it. He just started, I want to say, he pretty much started in January. And his wife, Dear, they're both teachers and puts out excellent content and stuff. By all means, join T's channel. It's a good one. Let's see, my 23-year-old girlfriend. She seems to be adjusting well. Figure 10 years or something, the party will be out. Yeah, maybe the party will be out of her. But it is, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's just hard for me to believe that I'm the only one that feels like, I know it's impossible to believe that I'm the only luckiest man in the world, because I know Mike's from Live My Ass Off and his wife, his Filipino wife, Gracie, he says he is. I know Mark feels that he is. I know Brock feels that he is. I know that Jake feels that he is. Everybody does. And like I said, I don't think it's an abnormality that men in their 50s to 60s, because most of the ones that I did besides me and Mark, and even me and Mark, because Mike's had been around for a long time. He just married but I think that was just lack of bad timing. I think he thinks about it now. He would have married her when the first day he met her. But all the other ones, 20, 30 years together. Even he's not here, TNW. Tim, he just put up a video too. He'll probably stop in, I'm sure. But everybody, they've been with a long time. Me, it's been 3 years, I think, now. And like I said, I'm the happiest and luckiest man in the world. 50 Shades of Mitch. But I think that, and I don't think it's a bad thing. Now they're saying a bunch of stuff about, coming here and I guess if you're younger and you want to chase women around the streets and what Thailand is basically known for is a bad thing. I don't know. Girls should be able to do whatever they want to do, and with no restrictions. And if men want to come here and blow $5,000 and have a hell of a 3-day weekend, then they should be able to do that. Now they're saying with the marijuana, it's going to be another bad place. And they're saying that, and it is true, the 3-month deal pretty much is the government didn't say it's completely, legal for the rest of your life or whatever. They're just saying for the next 3 months, do what you want to do. And at the end of that 3 months, we're going to come up. This is what my understanding is. We're going to come up with what the laws are going to be. In 3 months is when you're going to find out. I still don't think. They were talking about food trucks and stuff are cruising around and lifting their doors and selling bud out the side of their trucks and off of tables and malls, which we've seen too. Sure, and they're not doing anything. They're not getting arrested. So I want to say yes. Is it legal? No. Is it accepted and for the next 3 months? Yes. Except for the smoking part of it, because they did come out with a law saying if you're in public and you're smoking it, it's like someone eating durian, 6 inches from me. I'm probably going to ask them if they'll move, or I'll move, one of the two. But that's my understanding. And when that comes through, I don't think there's anything wrong with that becoming the cash crop and, and getting rid of a lot of these, it doesn't take much room, but to get rid of a lot of these rice fields to where these people can actually make some money. The ones that were making, my understanding, I don't know everything, is that a lot of the times the Chinese were the ones making the money. They were coming over here and buying directly from the people in the fields and then marking it up and then selling it. From what I understand now from my wife is that there are some Thai people that have stepped up and have assumed that role, and they're the ones making the money, which is awesome. Is Nikki actually going to go to sleep? It's only 2 o'clock in the morning, Nick. But have a great night. Hey, Carl, how you doing? Glad you could make it. Dr. Dave's, what? Doobie, yeah, I know. I tell you, as soon as 3 months from now, when they come up with rules, and I'm able to at least advise my family how to grow correctly and for good THC content and clean, no bugs, no insecticides, no nothing. And they can make a good buck at it, sure, I'll do it all day long. Besides the fact, like I've said before, I enjoyed it. Haven't used it to get high for 45 years. So that's not it. I just enjoy the actual growing just the way I am. Still waiting on John. Yeah. I'm hoping that we're not going to be talking a year from now and Bobby is making that same statement. I don't think so. I think, hey Carl, I think that she's gonna come around once she does get here. It's hard, and especially in Bobby's case. I mean, you've got a Thai lady that has busted her behind and has come here or come to the U.S. and is an RN and busted her buns again and into the big rat race and has done extremely well. Now all of a sudden to go, well, it's time to it's time to crack that in. Let's retire. Let's go here. She's done everything. I understand. I don't. For me, it was easy. I just said goodbye. See you later. But thanks, Mitch. But I'm hoping that she does because it's selfish for me too because they're going to come here to Surin, so I'll actually have someone to go to have coffee with and maybe go to dinner and that kind of stuff. I'm sure that we'll do things together. Hey Gary, living the American dream. Yeah, I do understand what she's going through. I just hope that she gets over it and gets here and starts enjoying herself. It would be awesome. She will figure it out after she gets here, I guess. Let's see. Mitch, I got to put this up. Thank you, Mitch, for the $5. I really appreciate it. I figured I haven't done my due diligence unless I put that up. Santa works in mysterious ways. Yeah, he does. I didn't realize what a figure I was in the Thailand genre. It's amazing. Now that Johnny, let's see what Bobby's saying. Now that Johnny sees actual pay, she's a little closer to be ready. Cool. I know it's hard for you. I definitely know it's hard for you. Hey, E.T. Jam sold her car. Ah, cool. I didn't see that video. Hey, Traveler, how you doing? Hey, Bill, how are you? I can only hope for a church rebuild. Let's see. 26th Eastern Time, 5th anniversary of my lovely Thai lady. Ah, hard to believe. Well, God rest her soul, man. Rest in peace, all the people, mine too, for sure. Should we let Brock in? He didn't show up yesterday. He was late the time before. I guess we'll let him in anyway. He's got a cute koala bear behind him. What are you doing, brother?
Morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm
Let's
doing
see.
it. I'm doing okay. I've been surfacing very late lately.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong. I did this morning too. Actually, I started running behind out of the gate this morning. It just was late. It's just the way it was, and then the coffee machine didn't work the way I wanted it to. So I was 5 minutes late.
Now, I've been reading some good books on my Kindle lately, so I haven't been getting to bed until about midnight.
Oh wow, I haven't read in a long time. I never was a reader. I think I've read seven, maybe 10 books in my whole life. That's pretty pathetic. 65 years old. Naughty Brock. Gary's saying you're naughty.
Yeah,
It's a good evening.
yeah, Ron John. I do have a semblance of a life anyway.
Yeah, I know. It's hard. I got to start doing some stuff. I got to start getting out and about. And I think I'm going to do. My wife must have left, did she? No, it's only 8:09. She gave me water, so that's cool. She forgot the other day, and I almost turned. Hey, Dow Low, how you doing? Good morning to you. Are you still in? You're still in Thailand, right? So it would be good morning to you. Uh, by saying hi to. But so that was the main deal on that part of it. The other part of I just don't want people to not come to Thailand. I mean, for reasons, whatever the case may be. If you're going to come here, you need to come and check it out. 3 to 6 months, I think, is a good time, and if you're retired, obviously, and and check it out. Because I don't know, I'm perfectly content with it. Everything here, I wouldn't. I have no. I don't want to go any other place.
Yeah.
Let's see. Good to hear. I'm looking forward to watching and sharing the fun. Yes. And what's that? Do you know who you're having on in 4 days? Was today's Monday, right? Here in Thailand.
It is Monday. Yeah.
Okay. who are you having on next? Do you know, or is it a secret? Or do you want to come on later in the week and tell everybody? That's awesome. What did I download? What did I download? Time to. Oh, visiting family. Cool.
Yeah, I wouldn't go that far, Gary.
What did Gary say?
Yeah, I'm the new Australian celebrity chef.
Celebrity chef with the toast
Yeah,
veg. Ah, okay. Oh, that's awesome. Download, meet up with you. Let's meet up. We'll drive anywhere. See, aside from Saran. That's true. Don't come here. He will not come here. Um, you're here until the 27th. Oh wow. Well, I'm gonna be. Are you gonna be around uh, John Tiem Patea the 13th through the 16th of July, or close to that area where we could meet up? I'd love to do that too. I'm sure Mitch would and whoever else is there. I know on the 16th we're gonna have breakfast and going us being oh, Tom and I'm imagining Mitch will be there. Mark will be there. I'll be there at the Wombat right before I leave on the 16th. So if we can meet up, I'd love to do that. That would be awesome.
good morning,
Watching the
John,
game.
or evening or afternoon.
16. Yeah, I know. It was 1, 2, 3. The following Friday. Okay. What did he say? Oh, did he already answer the first one? The following Friday, July 8th, is going to be. And Bruce. Okay, Sassy May and Bruce. That's a week from this Friday. So this Friday is not set in stone yet. I'm gathering. See, I haven't made it around town even yet, so I don't even know how to talk about the masks. I mean, that I can say, yeah, they're not wearing them in Surin, or they aren't wearing them. The only thing I could say is that all the governments and schools are mandating pretty much you got to have a mask on. But the rest, I don't know. And in case everybody's wondering, it's supposedly up to the individual businesses. So if you go up to whatever, um, you know, Jane's clothing store, she might want you to wear a mask when you go in her place, and she might not. So I'm imagining they will let you know as you enter. So I would definitely not. I would definitely have a mask readily available wherever you go anywhere. But I'm hoping that within a month or so, that's just going to totally fade away and everybody will stop wearing them. Like I said before, 25-30% of the people here in Surin wore them before. Either they had a cold, or they were sick, or they didn't want to breathe, whatever. I don't know what it's like in Chiang Mai when they get their burning stuff. Do a lot of people wear masks? I don't know, but I think it's going to get back to normal, which would be nice.
Jane, who's Jane?
I don't know. What did I miss? Looked like I
Uh,
missed something. Uh, it's put you today. Just kidding. Bruce. Is Bruce here? I didn't even see her. Are they here? Sassy May and Bruce? Maybe they are. Okay, I'm trying to catch up and then it's not working. So I'm going to go back down to the bottom, and if you guys want to put something up, go ahead and put it up.
okay, Bobby. Bobby's father's funeral on Friday, so he's not doing a stream.
Okay, that makes sense. That's right. That's here already. God, when you first talked about it after he passed, it was like it was so far off, and now that's another thing. Time flies when you're having fun, and time flies as you get older, because the years go by so much quicker every year older you get. Young people won't really know exactly what I'm saying until you get older, but it's like years go by just like that. Boom, gone. So that's why live for today, not for tomorrow. If you're gonna come retire, you can retire 1 hour earlier than you anticipated. I would retire 1 hour earlier. What has Della said? We got Trey's been working on some issues around the house. Hopefully, I'll be all done in a couple of weeks and free us up for a bit. Well, I'll definitely, well, we'll definitely keep each other updated, and I'm sure Mitch will too. I miss my father during unforeseen circumstances, Bobby. I'm glad you will be there for your fathers. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I'll probably definitely go back for my mom's. Anybody else's, I don't know if I will or not. I don't know. It's going to be on a case by case basis. Like my cousin that died of the ALS, we pretty much excuse me. I was in. I took care of him for like 2 years, or helped take care of him. And then when I split for Costa Rica in 2015, I think it was, we had pretty much said goodbye before I left. So it was done, you know. So when I was in Costa Rica and got the news, I tipped my hat to him, said see you soon, I hope, and went on my way. But I had already said before I left I had done that. So. Where's Gator with the lyrics? I don't know. He's running behind Raymond. Yes, they do, Raymond. That's for sure. Or they do in my case anyway. And it just seems getting faster and faster. I started noticing that. I want to say when I turned like 45, it really started to start ramping up. And when I turned 50, it was like, okay, something's going on. I mean, it was just, the year prior yesterday. So it does. It goes by way too fast. But at least I can say now that I'm enjoying every minute that I have here. So I think that's what you got to do. What is that Gator saying? I retired 8 months prior to my anticipated retirement date. Yeah, exactly, Jake. And yeah, that's awesome. Like I said, it all depends, If you need to do, by all means, don't take me the wrong way and say, "Oh, I was listening to this guy on YouTube." First of all, don't listen to pretty much anything anybody has to say unless you check it out yourself. But all that I'm saying is, if you've got, by all means, don't leave when. Oh well, I should have worked an extra 10 years, but I'm going to go now because life's too short. But I really don't have enough money to retire. Please don't do that. But if you have enough money to retire and you're going, because I'm sure like Bobby's like the perfect case. I think Bobby had enough stuff to retire 10 years ago or more, Bobby, and he decided to just keep on going, and and teach their own. I mean, he also had his parents and a lot of other different circumstances. And we could talk about that for hours and hours too, because as turning into our 60s at least, there's a whole new crop of stuff that pops up and about you enjoying your end days, and that would be your parents or uncles or whoever you feel responsible for. That rears its head, like, oh, okay, yeah, let's do this. Oh, wait a second, mom, dad's sick, and they might live 10 years to where you need to be there. So it's a tough deal. I'm hoping that I go in one fell swoop, boom, massive heart attack, dead before I hit the ground, and not a burden on anybody. And because I would hate to think that my son or my daughter or whatever would have to take care of me and not enjoy their, and I'm talking when they're like 50 years old or 55 and they're getting ready to retire, would not be able to enjoy it. And I'm sure that parents think of that. I mean, I'm sure Bobby's dad probably thought of that too. He's not going to make a big deal about it or probably say a word about it, but it's got to, I think just being a father or a mother, you want the best for your kids. Well, I know that the best for my kids is not for them to, take care of me for 15, 20 years from when they're 55 till they're 75, or something, would be awful, in my mind. But that's just me. Like I said, everybody thinks differently. But I'm sure if you love your children, you don't want to do that. You don't want to. If when it's my time to go, I want to go. I would rather not be a burden on anybody. Did I miss anything? I get on these rants or these rolls, and I forget to look at the frickin'. One of these days, I'll learn how to do this live streaming stuff because like I said, God forbid when it gets from 30, 34 people now, that's when I start falling behind really bad to someone like James or something or Chuck or even Joe that does them 200 people. I don't even know how I'd handle that, but I'll figure it out. Simply, how you doing? Glad you could make it. May you rest in peace and heaven, your dad, Bob. Yes, definitely. And from what I've heard from Bob and other people, he was a very stand-up A1 man. So here's Uncle Craig. What are you doing? Let's see. I will choose to place and time for my demise. Yeah, it. I always said that I always had planned stuff in the works that riding bikes, especially if I was from the neck down, and stuff, and just for people to handle that situation for me. But now I'm in Thailand, so I don't really have that option. Plus, I'm getting so old that all the people that I would want to handle something like that in that situation are all dead. They're dying. So I don't know, but it's tough. You're lucky too, Craig, because you're here. I'm here. There's people like Bobby that have been wanting to for years that aren't here yet, but they're going to get here. But I'm just saying, in my particular mind, I know I want to go and without being a burden on anybody, and that includes my Thai wife, Thai family, my family back home, anybody. I don't really want to. I don't want to be a burden on anybody. Now, do I have a choice in that? Being here in Thailand, probably not. Like I said, my wife said she'll take care of me and change my diapers and whatever it's going to take, and she wants me to live to be 100. And I'm like, really? It's not bad enough looking at this. You want to look at this when it's 100? No, can't happen. And everybody's saying hi to Simply. And so I say, oh, there's Paul there. Hi, Bobby, thanks. Just put in a little video. Cool. Good morning, everyone. Tom's saying. Trying to get caught up here, guys. 55. Is that how old you are? I don't even know. That's great if you are, because you've been retired for a while. Thanks for.
Don't forget to click the like button, people.
Difficult time. Yeah, let's see. Loretta's here. What's Loretta saying? Question. If you get sick, do your kids love you enough? I would probably say, I would hope so, but on one point I would say I hope so, and the other one I would say I hope not. Because I would hope them, I would rather be, this is my own personal deal, but if my kids were of retirement age and I had to live without seeing them, but, still texting and FaceTime or whatever, and they were enjoying their retirement, I think that would make me happier than seeing them. That's just me, like I said, people are all different. I know I'm missing some of this stuff, Mr. Mitch. Is there someone looking for you? Yeah, I know I'm sorry, guys. I've always said I want to go like my grandfather did in his sleep, not like the three other passengers in the car. That's pretty good. I like that. Yeah, Mitch sounds like, I think his kids would, from what I've heard. Haven't met them until they get here, and I'll have to go to John TM because Mitch won't let them come to Surin either. He's put a black mark on Surin with his whole family. But just kidding. But I think so, and I would think that my children would want to. I think in my mind I would at least want to know that they want to, and that would be enough for me. And then I could go and you know FaceTime and it's time to die. Have a good one. You guys are great, and see you later. Whatever happens, happens. What is Laura saying? I have my own face-on plan in place. I did when I was in the States. I don't anymore. I'm not in control of it anymore like I was back then. Let's see. I actually have people that have been encouraged to seek me out and do bodily harm. Worse by the trolls from you. Yeah, I know. Isn't it amazing? I've never been threatened so much with violence ever, ever in my life than I have in the last year, all from YouTube and all from trolls. It thoroughly amazes me that, like I said before, my life I've never been. Whenever you've done, there's always been consequences, and it seems like with these people threatening you with bodily harm and and all this kind of stuff, there's no consequences of them. They're sitting in their basement, hammering out on a keyboard, and they think there's no consequences, and that's great. You think whatever you want, but there should be consequences for everything. That's the way I've always lived my life. If I do something to somebody and do it and knowingly do it, and I know that there's going to be consequences, that's the way it should be. It shouldn't be that there's no consequences. But anyway, I've never been threatened before in my life like I have on YouTube. But all the good that is coming out of YouTube, being you people that are here and all the friends that I've actually met face to face, makes it well worth it. I would not even a second thought would I do it again and again and again. No worries. And plus, they seem to be going away anyway.
Yeah, the thing is, the people are going to commit the violence. They go, but that's Mitch and Dave. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, it's weird, man. I don't understand some of the stuff, but to each their own.
It might backfire.
Yeah, no kidding. We will be here. Yeah, I mean, it makes it worthwhile, right? I don't. I'm sitting in Surin, and I don't want to say I don't have a life, because I do have a life. I have my Thai family here. It could be better. I should be doing more things. But part of that life is talking to people and seeing if you can help them out. And what I like about what this channel has evolved into is it's not just me, it's everybody. If I don't know, Mitch knows, or Brock knows, or somebody has at least a suggestion that, hey, go here or try this one, or it might be this way or whatever, and trying to help people get to Thailand. That's 95% of the channel, is helping each other. And I don't know if a bunch of channels do that, but I'm happy and glad that I'm part of this one, and the people that I've met. And I'll never, when it becomes to where I just, I hate this and I'm not doing that, you won't see me anymore. And what's really going to be weird is, what if I die? I gotta tell my wife she needs to at least go on and do a 5-minute video or something saying Dave's gone, film at 11, something, and send it out there. Let's see. I was thinking to put in my last will and testament all my assets be liquidated into cash, put in the coffin with me, and cremated. Yeah, I always thought when I was younger and dumber and having fun all the time, I said that I wanna go out of this world penniless and about that much in debt for my kids, but I've since changed my mind. But it's a bunch of, I don't know. I enjoy, sometimes I think of, like right now and earlier, what are we going to talk about? I don't know what we'll talk about. There always seems to be something pops up, and it doesn't, is it always Thailand? Not necessarily. Somebody might pop in and say, I have to have a colonoscopy next week. What do you think? And I would say, when people want to shove hoses up there, I'm not the first one in line. But whatever the case may be, we always seem to come up with something and usually fill 2 hours, which is thoroughly amazing. But it comes down to just a bunch of people, a bunch of friends sitting in a giant room talking to each other is what the way I feel about it, and a bunch of good
Yeah,
people. And it
like
seems
a
like
coffee shop.
yeah, just having a good time, and I don't have that here in Surin. Could I? Yeah, I probably should hit a couple of the coffee shops where the foreigners are, but I enjoy it, and I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, do I really care if the channel grows? And yeah, it would be nice because I think it's just probably an ego thing. Hey, I want to try to make as many things. But the main thing in my mind is I really want to get these 3 and 4 month meetups of this channel in wherever, probably going to be Jomtien, because that's kind of the centrally located people flying into to Bangkok. But and have that rise from 10, 12 people to 15 to 20 to 30 to 50 to whatever, a 1 day, 2 day weekend somewhere. I think it would be fun because we all sit on here. We don't. I know Mitch. I've never met Brock. I've met Mark. I've met Tom, but a lot of people on here I haven't met and that I've been conversing with for a long time. Being Brock, being Robert, Mac in Asia, being Andy, who I didn't get to meet when he came. So I want to. That's my goal. Doesn't matter whether the subs stay the same or whatever. If we have the core of the people that we have now are all good people, stand-up people in my mind. Meeting up with them whenever is always a plus for me. I'm sorry, I lost. Okay, that was Will. Let's see what did Chris say. Mitch, you gotta love. Don't worry, we will all be around. Pose and write it down. Yeah, cool, Chris. And I'm waiting. I can't wait for Chris to get here. Can't wait for anybody that's going to come to get here. Brock, I'm guessing, is going to be here within the next couple of months or something.
Yeah.
And I know Jake's going to be here. And I will. I'll take him. Even if once everything's I'm still trying to get over the initial hump of finishing the house. Once that gets done, even if my wife doesn't want me to take the Forza, and people are over in Jomtien, like there's a small meetup of Brock and Jake and whoever, I'm gonna just take the electric hot rod and schedule out 3 days and just go. I'm not gonna put it off anymore. Granted, this time I had doctor's appointments and other stuff, but what is Raymond saying? As far as it comes with trolls there hiding behind the keyboards. Yeah, exactly. And they always have something good to say. They always have something to say and pump up their chest when they're not in front of you. But teach their own. I just hope they just stay away from me from now on. Would be awesome. Love the spots, Jake. Tampa's really nice. Everybody's kind of talking to each other. Well, I'm going to the Wombat. All trolls welcome. Cool. There's Money Over Honey says thanks to you for that invite I'm gathering.
Somebody here has called Jake a soggy rodent.
A soggy rodent. Was it a friend of his?
Oh, it was Jake. He called
No,
himself a soggy rodent. Oh,
okay.
sorry, that's Swamp Rat.
Shameless plug, but here's my snake video. It's 13 seconds. Cool. You're always welcome to put up whatever you want, Jake. You know that. Let's see. Retired Thailand. Maine is best right now. Mitch says back in 5. Let's see. Loretta says really miss Q West, but the 2000 hurricane knocked the hell out of me. We all had huge old homes and to board up and everything else. Yeah, I'm not big. I grew up in California, and like in the beginning of what is it, Independence Day, when they get shaken out of bed and it's just another earthquake, and that's the way it was with me after the big ones. I was there in the 70s and the 80s for the Northridge and the other ones, the big ones, and I know people. It's sad that left California because of the earthquakes and then got killed in the Midwest because of tornadoes and stuff like that. But I always was freaked out by hurricanes and stuff, and living close to where they were. It bothered me. Although I would take it because it's ocean and I wouldn't care. I'd just live with it. Let's see what Craig says. Used to drive to the Keys all the time. I never. One place that I've wished I've been all across the United States, and one place that I never really got to explore was the Keys or down Florida way. It was Georgia. I was in quite a bit, top of Florida, but never down in the Keys. I would have liked to have kind of hung out there when I was 30, but those days are gone. So I guess I can't do that anymore. A lot of things I can't do anymore. Northridge, was that what it was? And then was 92? Yeah, that sounds about right because we were living in Simi on the top of the rock, and that's where I had the motorhome and the pool, thank God. So I had the generator from the motorhome and the pool for water to flush the toilets and stuff like that because they had our electricity and water off for, I want to say 14 days, to over 2 weeks, I think. It was nasty, man. I just don't remember I don't remember the years. That was during the 80s and 90s. I was still in the early 90s, I think. No, I had stopped, I think, taking most drugs by then. Hey, James, how you doing? Glad you could make it. Ron has a question. Ever make it to the Northeast? Northeast of, give me an idea. In the United States?
That's a bit vague, isn't it? Northeast of.
I imagine he's probably saying in Northeast United States, but give me a couple of states. I've been through most states, going back and
Northeast,
forth
isn't
to
that
the East Coast.
Alaska? No, that's
I don't know.
Northwest. No,
Maybe
that's Northwest.
is it Northeast would be like Montana and that area? I don't know. Give me a couple of states. I'll let you know. Yeah, Traveler saying Northridge was in '94. Okay, that sounds early '90s. We'll say for the sake of me not remembering anything. I drove and called Key West to Canada, across Canada, back to Montana, and back down to Canada. That sounds like a nice trip. I yes. So so are you talking about, that's what you're talking about, like Utah and that. One time I went to the USA run, and we went. That was in Missoula, Montana, and we went up through all through that way. It was a 2 hour, well, 2 day trip each way from the San Fernando Valley to the USA run. That was interesting. Like I said, I've had some stuff, and I don't regret anything that I did. Was it better for me to get away from that life and having my wife and everything? Yeah, it was definitely the right move. But I don't regret it. I had a ball doing it. Um, let's see. I had just something like that when I was 12 or 13. I missed what Paul said. But I've been through Montana. I've been through. We used to go across. I want to say like some of the places up in on the East Coast, like Maine and stuff like that. I never got a chance to go up through. Connecticut, I have a whole bunch of family there, so Connecticut, New York, and that type areas, and North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee's, Georgia, Texas, Alabama, all that kind of stuff. I had gone through. I just wish I would have gone through on motorcycle, but that didn't work out. I am what? A brown snake. When I was a kid, it was the most dangerous snake in Australia. Thought it was a blue tongue lizard. You're lucky you didn't get bit, I guess, right? Because those. Oh, there's Robert. You have to say hi to Robert real quick because he'll only be here like 30 seconds, and then he'll say he's got to go. I'm just kidding with you, Robert. Where are you at now? If you would, if you don't, unless it's a secret, undisclosed location like Mitch. Uh, oh, what did I miss? I was up here. Gator, Jake, exactly about Dave and Brock Center. The Pop Holland, yeah, look-alike contest for sure, right? Um, that's right. Everybody's saying good morning to Robert Mack. Mitch is back. My master's thesis on mental illness and Thai Chandra is almost complete. You should be proud.
Good morning, Bob Mac.
Let's see. Hey Jack, how you doing? I changed my fish tank water as water tank is dirty. I replaced 2/3 of my tap water. And make sure that your tap water doesn't have any chlorine in it. I wouldn't change that much water at one time. That's just me. Okay, what did I miss here? E.T., I need to be closer to the microphone. Does that sound okay? The voice sound normal? And let's let this troll in. He's supposed to be one of the biggest trolls in Thailand.
Oh, biggest trolls here. I'm fumbling for my mic. Makeup, makeup.
Let's see.
Morning,
Craig says, I was thinking of removing all my thumbnails to see if the
Hearing
result
aids.
for more views. You probably would get. What's the consensus? Would Craig get more views if he started removing fingernails on his videos? I don't know.
I don't know,
If you've done your
but I'd watch
live.
it. I would.
I agree. I would probably be intrigued
Sometimes-
enough to watch it.
Sometimes watching certain channels is like pulling fingernails.
Yeah.
Yeah, they sell that dechlor stuff. I don't know how big your aquarium is. They sell that dechlor stuff, and it only takes a couple little drops. Mix it up in a bucket before you put the water. I would never change more than usually a third, but a half would be pushing the most. I would change out of water.
Yeah, good point of view on that, Mark. But I think they were also bullied in school too when they're younger. Thanks, thanks, Pete. Handsome man.
Final presentation.
I hear that every day. It's gone
Yeah.
to my head.
Uh,
Actually, I don't.
I'm starting to believe it.
Bang
now.
on, Mark. Bang on. Oh, bang on. I need to clean my glasses. I'm thinking we're on the weed channel here. Hang on.
yeah, that's right. You got your Visine eye drops, and
Wyzine. I got Wyzine.
Oh,
Knuckleheads. The thumbnail is the pic on the channel I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's right. That's because what you
Oh,
searched.
that's
You
thumbnail.
searched.
Oh,
You
I thought you were
searched-
talking about pulling a thumbnail off. That I'd watch. So there you've got some
Yeah.
people. Mark.
Oh yeah. Ron John. I'll tell you what, man. I'm craving that. New England lobster.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah,
the chowder
Maine
too, but
stuff.
I like the lobster. I really do like the
I
lobster.
like the Maine. I do like the Maine.
And the fall.
just-
the fall
and
in
just-
New England is absolutely beautiful.
But like in Seattle and San Francisco and our areas, man, I really like Dungeness crab. I
Oh,
I think
me
it's
too, me
awesome,
too.
You know, and we have an abundance. Mitch had just as an abundance as we did in Frisco area, but even more so up in Seattle.
Same
he-
water, baby.
Yeah, and that's what was that one? Now that you said same water, the one of the I've been watching Kitchen Nightmares with Gordon Ramsay, and one of the ones was one of these guys was saying, he's going, you're advertising Maine lobsters and they're not even Maine lobsters, and he said the same thing. Well, they're from blah 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 blah. It's the same waters, and
Yeah, it's really technically.
it was funny.
Yeah,
Shit, I
same
can't
waters,
remember the
but
one.
different. We
The
don't get a
Black
lot of
Pearl.
great whites.
If you guys get a
can some great
chance.
whites out there in San Diego.
It's called the Black. It's the one that the
Oh,
restaurant's
Portland,
called
too.
the Black Pearl. This guy's a piece of work. There's a couple of them in there that are really interesting. I like watching. I don't know if you guys watch that at all, but there was one that was in Phoenix that had that crazy lady on there and her foreign husband, and she would throw people out of the restaurant because they didn't like her food. I gotta get it. You
I've
crack
heard
up
that
on
happens in. Never mind. I've heard that happened in a restaurant
in
not
Thailand.
not far from here. Yeah, in Thailand.
Mark?
We met a crazy lady in Prachuap. Unfortunately, I can't tell you the story to protect the innocent, but we met a crazy lady. Oh boy,
A real crazy lady.
certifiable,
Uh.
certifiable.
Let's see.
Yeah, and I
Craig
did
said,
really good. She attacked me and attacked me, and then when people came to my defense, she attacked them too. And all I did was say, "Thank you, thank you, thank you very much, thank you, thank you. Oh, thank you. Yes, my mom did do that to me. Thank you. You know, I mean, I really
uh,
did good. My blood
let's
was
see.
boiling though.
I bet.
South African,
Couldn't fit in.
Mexican
Maine lobster was amazing.
expat.
Maine lobster is probably my favorite. Greg, I agree. Let's see. Yes, Bill. She actually has 14,000 subs. What did I miss? What did who? Oh, 1.4. I don't know who that is.
Who are we talking about?
King crab too. I want to say, Ron, I'm one of those weirdos that I'd rather have king crab than lobster. I'm kind of a weirdo because most people
You are
would
weird.
pick the lobster. Yeah.
I would rather have a shitty rock crab from fucking Arkansas than king crab.
I like king crab, and I think
wait,
the reason that
Porter.
I think the
Bye.
reason that I like it is because, you get giant chunks of meat. Of course, with lobster, you get a giant tail.
It's all meat.
Yeah, it just I don't know. I shouldn't say that per se because it mostly all, whether it's lobster tail or not, it tastes like the garlic butter that I dip the living crud out of it in. It pretty much tastes like that. So you don't really get all of the
Wow, that's a good question, Tommy.
what did Tommy say?
My go-to dish, I would go pakapow or somtam or but it's like my music, man. What's my go-to music? It's
No, Mitch likes that one with the little shot glass and you turn the squid upside down in it and it spits the ink in there and then you bite the head off of the live little critter. That's his favorite.
in the morning. I like joke, a good
Yeah,
soup. I do, and
it's
yeah,
good with an egg
sometime
burger in the top.
lunchtime pakapow.
I'll tell you what, I really liked all the ones that you mentioned, but my
Yeah,
favorite,
Ron John, right on.
my wife just made
No,
for
I like
me,
king
and now
crab.
she's
I
making
do enjoy king crab.
is
That was a joke, by the way.
Mossy Mon is
Snow
probably
crab
my
for
favorite.
me lacks a lot of flavor.
My favorite.
Dungeness is sweet. I love it.
Dungeness is good.
I mean, grew
I
up on
agree.
it and just crab, fish, whatever you
King
want to
crab,
call it for it.
Japan,
Set pots
massive.
for it.
I've seen those
recreational.
What's up in the opposite works down? I used to bring them
Yeah.
from Seattle.
The Maydak.
Seattle was big in Dungeness. We used to get them all
The
the time
illusion
too.
chain, Dave.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot. I didn't say it.
Hard country
Hi,
up there, Ron.
Hey,
Hard country,
Moonwa,
isn't
how
it?
you doing? I just noticed you were here.
Let me look at what the questions here. Let me scroll through. I'll switch back to YouTube.
Understand the question. Keeps.
Oh man, they are massive, Craig. Yes, they are. Those king crab from Hokkaido.
Yeah, huge.
Back from Maydak. Let me go up. What's up? Keep it simple.
Craig,
Okay.
have you gotten a boat motor for your boat on the pond yet? I think you need to do a. You need
Blue
to have
stone
a boat
crab.
motor.
Wow, Ron.
Baltimore bluestone is
What's my favorite dish? Crab.
crap. Yeah, no shit. I don't know. Who was it? We were talking to. Somebody popped on
Oh, that's good,
when
Craig.
we were talking about stuff that said they never ate. They don't eat seafood and they don't eat any kind of shellfish. How can you not eat shellfish? I hear a lot of people that die. I mean, if you're allergic or something.
I know a lot
by
of
all
people.
means. I don't see,
Dangerous
man,
waters. Yes.
You're missing out
A lot
on
of
everything.
people.
You're missing out on because even clams and scallops and shrimp and lobster and crab, and I mean, God, it's all good stuff. Yeah, tell me, my wife just is that the soup? She just started making that for me. She's made it twice in the last
Yeah,
three
yeah.
days. But she
I
doesn't
used to
put
eat that
the
and
one
drink it. The
She
tom
didn't give me
yum
the.
goong.
She said there's two. You make it the way that she made it for me, or you can make it with or without coconut milk, is what my wife told me.
There you
And
go.
obviously,
Greg's
we
got
got
it.
it without coconut milk because we didn't have any coconut milk. And maybe she said that. Maybe she told me that. It was excellent though. I like that
Yeah.
flavor, that sour. It's good stuff.
Yeah, it is.
Good stuff.
Sweet and sour. Sour.
Excellent.
Sour
No
soup. I don't know what.
motor. I got a battery drill.
See you, Jack.
That'll work.
There you go.
I
Look
think
at
you
Brock.
try that.
He's quick.
Yeah, there. Yeah, yeah. No matter
That's
what.
that's local lobster,
For what, Australia?
Western Australia. Western
I don't know
Australians
that one
rock
that
lobster.
one guy that I watch. He pulls out these things. The tails are that big. They're yay long. These bugs from underneath off the coast of wherever he is. I don't know where he
Yeah,
is. Just unbelievable the size. And mud crabs, I guess, are big in Australia. And
yeah,
the
they're
mud
up in the
crabs.
mangrove muddies.
Not
Yeah,
only big but popular.
Yeah, and the frickin' claws are as big as my hand. He pulls out, calls it a lollipop. He breaks the thing off, and it's this huge piece of meat. Eh, I don't know. I want to try it. I'd go and see this guy if I was there. He's young. He'd probably look at me and go, "Hey, sit down, take a rest."
yeah,
But let's see, Dave. I
yeah. Tell you
spoke.
what, you don't want
With the
those
Cincinnati
muddies
from
to get
Serenity
hold of your
Street,
thumb.
CCH.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, let me
That's
know
cool.
who to talk to. I'm supposed to go on Friday. I think it's 6 o'clock, and meet the one that my doctor had said to go over. But I'll meet with a couple people. I'll go with gut feeling because I really don't know. Like I said, man, it just freaks me out when I can picture them with the old movies you see with the lumberjacks sawing my freaking knee off. Just doesn't give me that ooh feeling inside.
Let me
Um,
see. I just saw something question or comment here. Let me scroll back.
I said, just noticed Dave's name. Apparently, he got a
Where
number. What did I
the
do?
heck is it?
Is my name got
Gotta
to love?
love Thailand.
What did I do? Did I spell something wrong? I was
No,
worrying. Apparently, he's got a lover. Yeah, somebody
Um.
said I should a long time ago. I
Oh
should
yeah.
have put in the numeral two instead of to. Got to love Thailand, and I might change that, but I don't know what'll happen if I change it. I'll send you an
Nothing.
email. Thank you,
Everyone will get that. It'll change on their
but they'll know it.
subscription.
everything.
Yeah, maybe I'll try that. Somebody told me a long time ago. I think it was Joe. Told me, he goes, "That's what Chuck did." And I think Bobby even in his. I haven't. Bobby's got a two in his time to get going. I think I got to go. I'm going to go back. Bobby, I think, retired. I think his
I've
says
been
that.
thinking. I've been considering a name change because my content's going to change. I'm
Yeah.
actually going to start producing some stuff. And there's my. If you show my name, Dave, on there on the screen, put that up for vote. One or two. One for yes, two for no, three
How
for
come?
too much.
How come I'm not seeing your guys' names up here?
It's your setting, brother.
Oh no, there it is. Because I had the thing there.
So what do you
I'm
think of that
coming
name?
for you, bitch. I think it's perfect.
Ah,
Oh, there's Bobby. He's still here. Yeah, see,
just kidding.
Bobby's is a two also. Well, and give me a consensus. What do you guys think? Should it be a two, or what should it be? I'm thinking maybe
Got
it
to
should be a
love.
two.
For a long
What's
time, I
that?
thought it was Go to Love Thailand.
Yeah,
That's
that's
how
what.
slow I am.
Yeah, that's what one of the
But it's
trolls
gotta
said.
love. You got it. When you say gotta, Gotta, gotta love,
Yeah, got it.
gotta love Thailand.
Got
You could change it
two.
to an A there.
Yeah, somebody had, actually put it that way as they trolled me, and made that's what they called me. Oh, and go to love Thailand.
And Mr. Bitch, that. I, I am, have fond memories of being called that.
Oh, gee.
Um,
I
Mitch
know.
the bitch, Mr. Bitch. You know, it's a schoolyard thing, and
Yeah, but everybody's saying too. I think so too,
I,
guys.
I
I'm
kind of
gonna
like it
change.
actually.
Yeah,
It's a
and
tough
there's
decision to get surgery.
they tell the only reason they're telling you that is it's out of love when they call you Mitch the bitch.
Too okay, I
It's
won't do it.
because they
Oh
love
no,
you.
you're talking about Dave's too, right? Right. So I asked the poll for changing my name. So
Nothing will change,
I
Davis.
won't be changing my channel name anytime soon.
We will still be okay. Cool. Maybe I will. Somebody told me to do it along. I'm almost positive it was Joe. He said you need to change it. You should change that to it too. I think I will. Find
So
as it is, Paul
GOT,
says.
the number 2,
Right.
Love Thailand.
Yes. You changed your name back. I like that.
Yeah. I was joking about changing it to
coming to
that
get
other
some.
one.
I think you should change or start a new channel with that name.
I may have one already.
Yeah. And you can put live after it. Where's James at?
Oh, there you go.
He did. I watched part of his stream at
From Richie and
Maybell's.
Maybell's, yeah?
You know, I
Yeah.
didn't hear all the stuff. What was the deal? How come Alex wasn't there? I thought originally Alex was supposed to
You know,
be there.
I'm gonna yield to someone else in the chat that probably knows better. Brock's mic is muted. Is that his self-induced?
Maybe.
I don't know, honestly. I don't know. I lost track there a couple of days. I didn't catch any of James's
Somebody was saying.
streams.
I thought I
didn't
heard
catch-
somebody say it was due to some kind of something happened, and I don't know what it is. Maybe I'll have to watch his latest. I haven't watched his latest video.
Well, Friday, this coming Friday, Alex is doing a live stream. I'm not sure of the time, but it's his birthday. So if you
Who
got
is
a
Alex?
time, yeah, Jiu-Jitsu
On
Passport.
Friday?
Yeah,
On Friday.
So
Okay.
I don't know the time yet. He didn't say it on his last video, but he is coming back from Bangkok. They're here already. Back
I
in
do
Thailand.
know what went wrong.
Hey,
See you,
Jay,
Long
how
John.
you doing?
The,
Jay, hello.
what happened was they got to the airport and Miley didn't have any ID on her. She's getting a new passport and she had to hand her ID card in as well. So she had no ID at the airport.
Oh,
Okay. I knew there was some kind of a problem. That makes sense then.
there
See,
you
that's
go.
what I'm afraid of. But I'm not flying
that's
anywhere.
that critical time of 3-4 days.
See you later, Run. Thanks
It's
for coming
easy
by.
to overlook that stuff, isn't it? You can't hand them your Costco card for that kind of stuff.
It doesn't work.
A logistical disaster.
You know, let me ask you a question. Does anybody know, does that card that I'm going to get with my passport, is that an actual passport? Can I use that as ID to get on a plane, let's say in the U.S., or get on a plane that's flying within Thailand, or can I
What are
use
you
it for
talking
anything?
about? What kind of card? What
It's
card? are we
a
talking
you know how you can get a passport card. You can get your passport plus a card, and it's a card that is the picture of your passport or whatever.
Right.
And
I don't
supposed-
think so, Dave. I don't think.
No?
Maybe. I have the
Maybe.
same one because I got that when I got my 50-pager. I went ahead and got the card. But
That's what I'm going to do too, just for the hell of it. And then people will say, "Why?" Because I could, and I paid the extra
yeah,
money. But you know what I'm thinking that I can use it for is my license. When I got my license in the United States, if and when I go there again every 4 months, I cannot fly. If I have my passport, I'm fine. So I'm imagining that little card would probably work for.
I'd
I
like
guess
to
now
try
if you
it.
get your now if you get your driver's license, they give you a little extra thing on there, right? That says that you can fly within the United States.
yeah,
or
yeah.
something.
Okay, U.S. passport card. Yeah, there you go, Craig. See, that's what I was thinking. I think
Only
it's
in the
great for a
US,
backup
okay.
for information, I guess.
Yeah, I just thought.
Yeah,
like I
Jake,
said,
it will work in some cases for your vaccine card, the Costco card. They see that flash and they go, "Ooh,
Here's
okay."
your driver's license for Mexico. Yeah, you know, for years I didn't have a passport, and that's the reason me and my wife went on maybe 10 cruises to Mexico between Cabo, Ensenada, and whatever that one, and a 10-day or to Acapulco, and here and there. We went on like, probably 10, 12 of them, because all you needed was your birth certificate and your driver's license, and you could go any place in on the boat on a cruise, where I couldn't hop on a plane and fly to Thailand. I didn't have a passport, so we did that for a long time, and then I finally decided, I need to really get a passport. So I had to do whatever I needed to do to get a passport, and I got one. I just used my Thai driver's license as an ID, no issues. I've got that. I've got 2 of those. I was really bad, I did that cheap too. That was cheap for me. Tommy J, pick him.
Wait a minute. What I did today? What are we talking about? Tommy J, did you meet up with CC? Picked him up at the bus. Really?
Tommy J picked him up at the bus.
I missed it.
I did 2 J's.
Awesome.
Tommy J went out for a bite. Midstream, I'm trying to visit him. 2 Mexican women, both are gorgeous and married. Yeah, all you got to do is go on Bobby's show one more time, Paul, with a couple of 3, 4 women, and you're in. I just say don't know who I am because I honestly don't know who I am. Yeah, Mark don't. I know Mark has to do his stuff when he gets back here in the middle of July. I think you have to do your visa, right? Your retirement, I think. Got a channel we don't know about. Yeah. But what was I saying? I'm Mexican. As soon as I seen Mexican on here, my mind completely goes to Mexican food, and now I'm thinking about a frickin' refried beans and burritos and chili Colorado and tacos and everything else that I can't get here. That's probably going to be the first thing that I hit up when I get to John Tien. My wife will want to go Thai food.
Okay, let me check my
someplace else.
notepad here. I've got 3 in production here. Friday, okay. 13 to 16. Oh wait, wrong month.
Just sent you an email. Okay, cool. Thanks, Paul. I appreciate it.
All right, Dave.
What
Putting you on the spot here.
What?
Once I find my pen.
Okay. Update on my visa will automatically get a
Dave's
additional
travel
visa.
dates.
Cool. Yeah, 16th. 16th to the 13th to the 16th. I'll be there.
Oh, that's what I did have that, but I wrote
Did
the
you?
wrong month. July, right?
July, yes.
Okay, I saw that on a notepad here on my actual date book, but 13 to 16. I wrote July. I wrote June, so now changing it to July, and then Mark mentioned when he's coming back. I've got that date.
I I only came close once, Craig, and I'll tell you a funny story. What happened was, coming up, I had my little Mini Cooper S. I love that little car, and I drove that back 50 miles each way to where I was working down in Fresno.
That's funny,
From up
Craig.
where I was in Northern
Officially, the
California.
magic number is 80.
80. My wife, she says, hey, when you cut off the main road, and then
Did
it was
you
a
get a ticket?
nice road like this all the way up to my house up in the high Sierras, and she gets pulled over. She gets home and she tells me, she goes, I got a ticket.
See you, Chris.
And I go, what'd you get a ticket for? She said speeding. She said the guy was behind me. He was like a 65-year-old highway patrol officer. He was really nice, and everything, but he gave me the ticket. So I go, okay. She goes, well, just be careful when you come on this area. Keep your eye out. Well, not 2 or 3 days later, I come onto this area and start hauling ass up towards the house, and there's the lights come on, and the guy pulls me over, an older gentleman, a highway patrol gentleman, and he said, do you know how fast you were going? I said, no, but I'm sure I was speeding. And he said, yeah, you were. He said you were doing about 10 miles an hour over the speed limit or whatever. And I said, oh man, this is a real bummer. And he goes, why? And I goes, you gave my wife a ticket day before yesterday for speeding on the same road. He goes, a nice lady with glasses and an SUV. But I said, yeah. He goes, oh yeah, very very nice. He goes, man, I can't give two people in the same family a ticket. He goes, are you not going to speed anymore? You promise me? I said, sure. He said, put your hand up and say, I promise, and put it back down. Boy, I got home and told my wife that, and she went off the hook. How the hell did you get out of it, and I didn't get out of it? And now I've got to do it, and you did. Yeah, I'm just lucky. Usually it's the opposite way around. The women get off. But my wife, okay, the insurance is going to go up, but if you go to traffic school online, you don't have to do anything. Just go online for about an hour and do this, this, and this. You pay the fine and do that, and they take it off our record because we didn't have anything on there. Oh, okay. 3 months later, I said, did you ever do that? Oh, no, I forgot. And it's like, she didn't work. She hadn't worked in 15 years. So it's like, or more than that, 20 years. I don't know. I think it's a woman thing. Am I right? Is there still women in here that are going to get mad at me? She said my beautiful cousin got pulled over and started crying and they let her off. Yeah, exactly. I never tried crying, but I don't think it would work for me.
Traffic tickets don't affect your insurance in Australia.
No?
No.
No, big time in the U.S., especially if they're speeding or, stuff on that level. They love to just nail you. Had to use my actual password at AIS Central Festival. Wouldn't accept a copy. Really? To get your phone? To get your SIM card? I had my passport, so I guess I can't really comment on that because I had my passport when I went to. Good night. All right, Loretta. Have a good one. I'm glad that you're
Take care,
making.
Loretta.
Hope you feel better. Awesome that you're stopping by. Love it when you're here. Have a good one. Tommy J. Mitch explained there was what? 2X Tommies. Okay, I'm lost. I don't know what
Two
that
Tommies.
means.
Yeah, a lot of times someone will say Tommy J, but they're referencing our other friend Tommy.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's why Tommy J in the chat sometimes gets collected up in the hate when he's not even.
Yeah, done anything.
Right? He gets
now
attacked.
I do.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
now
Tommy
I do.
J, that Tommy J. It's not the Tommy J in Texas. Yeah, different Tommy J. And I believe the other Tom, does not do YouTube. He puts stuff on Facebook. Am I correct, Dave?
You're correct.
Yeah.
Double the trouble. But I think a lot of them go. Some of them go after Tommy J because he's affiliated with nice people.
With
with like
Santa
you and me
and the mysterious creature.
Chuck and Joe and he's the moderator on Chuck's channel, so he's got to be a bad person, or on Joe's channel. I mean, me and you, I don't think really matter, but I think he gets a lot of crap. You do, Tommy, from just being a nice guy. Sad but true.
Okay, this is just in the tentative stages, planning schedule. Talk,
Okay.
cheap talk is cheap, but I'm thinking about doing a little small Eson tour, road trip. So one of the stops would be Surin, of course, but a loop per se.
You gonna go through Udon or no?
We might make it up that far. Yeah, maybe because we're driving.
Let me know because I might drive and go up there too because I'd like to meet Tim and my other friend that I have there. And then isn't that where Chuck's buddy is the Isan Farang?
Yeah, Kevin.
Or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Or is that the Isan Farang? Is that the one? He's
Yeah.
in Udon that built the house. The one
Kevin
that
and
Chuck got him
Coop,
doing
I
live
think is how you
stream.
pronounce your name? Coop?
Yeah. That's the one that I hit him up because he was building his house and all of a sudden everything stopped for like 3 months and he never went in to elaborate on. I'm sure he didn't want to say anything bad about the Thai builders, but Brian finished it. Brian
Ubon.
in Thailand.
Ubon, yeah.
Yeah, Ubon.
Ubon
I
and
would go to.
Ratchathani, yeah? Is that what we're talking about, Jay?
I'm talking about Udon. I don't know what.
Yeah, but he said Ubon. I know. I'm just on two different.
Okay.
But Udon, yeah.
Yeah,
I should pull up my map. That would make things easier. But
I'd like to. I'd like to go there. Ubon, I would go to in a heartbeat. Anyway, that's where all my wife's
wait a minute. What's
family's from.
Oh, I see an Asia saying my beautiful cousin got pulled over and she started crying and they let her off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I started crying this is in Washington State, and the guy bitch slapped me and told me to man up. So
And go your
yeah,
ticket.
You
So,
know how I first started
like
going.
a good American, I shot him.
Yeah.
That's why I'm in Thailand. I'm hiding in view.
The first time I actually went there
Yeah.
found out about Ubon was because of my wife's family. But the first time that we actually went there and stayed there, instead of going before we went out to the family land and stuff, was because of that Mexican restaurant that Chuck had been to. I think he's got 2 or 3 videos on it in Ubon, and the Mexican food was pretty good, not bad, especially since there's none here in Surin.
When driving, the max in Thailand I like to go is about 6 hours. I mean, absolute max, 6 hours in a day. And that
Well, from Surin to Udon is about 6 hours. From Surin to Chuck
so I would
is
prefer
about
4
5
and then
hours.
and enjoy where we're going.
Because you got Chuck.
Because I don't want to just travel and spend the night and go in the morning like I do in the States and in most places, right? 2 people died and 11 others were injured in a big old fire yesterday at a shop house near Sampang. Really? Wow. I missed that bit of news.
Jack was saying, get back home. There was 400 people in the stream this afternoon watching.
400.
CCB.
Wow.
Cool.
I watch a lot. Sometimes I don't engage.
What's CC?
Cheap Charlie.
Oh, okay.
Billy, he's doing his walk across America. I don't know. I forget what the title is. But, yeah. Some days he's doing like 18 miles, Dave.
Walking.
Yeah.
Wow. I was pulled over by detectives with a gun drawn over and booting the car. Roughed me up looking for tattoos and said, sorry, we thought you were an escape prisoner. I thought he was going to say, I thought you were John Denver. So we wanted to see your tattoos. I got that once. You know, the weirdest thing in the world was when I was younger and stuff, when I got pulled over, they always had guns drawn because there was a bunch of stuff when I was younger and interference with police officers and stuff. I wasn't hep on any kind of authority.
Here's a link for
figure.
Cheap Charlie's, the one he's doing the.
He has a separate
The
channel
walk.
for that?
Yeah, this was his Billy Blue channel. He changed the name.
Okay.
You got Cheap Charlie Chronicles, Cheap Charlie Live. You've got his Paradise Travel, which is, I don't know, 350,000 subs.
Well, I'm subscribed to
and,
that one. I'm subscribed
yeah.
to that one.
But here he's just being himself, walking across the country. A lot of the trolls, a lot of haters in there, you know. He hasn't had alcohol, and he admittedly has an alcohol problem. He hasn't had any alcohol for, I don't know, 16 months maybe. And you always have the assholes, I'll just call them that, absolute assholes that are encouraging him to go drink, you know. And that's the problem with life or humans, human natures. They're always trying to claw people, tear them down, right? Man, good for him he's not drinking.
Yeah, that's what I say. Hey, Catch Bay, how you doing? Hello from Pattaya. Here for a few days. My Thai girlfriend got visa and will home to Finland for a month. Oh, she's going to go back to Finland with you. Cool. Awesome. Good to
I have
hear.
no idea, Dip Media, I have no idea.
Another troll. There's a troll.
Good afternoon.
Hey, Mark.
Good
Good to see you.
afternoon, everybody. Good morning or good evening.
He's calling us from the bathroom. He's sitting on the pot right now. So
Yeah, we've got these little, because the new office environment's a very open environment, but we've got these little these little meeting
Cubicles?
rooms. Yeah, little cubicles that you can have private conversations with. So, yeah. So how
I
are
don't
we
know.
all?
Good. How are you doing?
We are good.
Good. I missed Tom's live stream last night. I woke up this morning to see that the notification had come through, but he must have done it. I don't know. Whatever time it was, Tom, I'm not sure, but I missed it. I watched a little bit of it while I was having my coffee this
He
morning.
put a live stream up. I went on and said, "Hi, Tom," and he was looking in the camera, and then all of a sudden that stream stopped, and I didn't get notified again until later and saw that he had put up another live stream. But let's see,
No,
what
it's
is
not.
it?
It's not a toilet. It's not a bathroom. It is a little one-person quiet room. So yeah.
I will be checking
Okay.
that out, Craig, as soon as I get done here. Let's see. Mark, are you in the toilet? Looks like it does. It looks like it, that's for sure.
It does. It does. But no. Look, there it is. It's toilet with a view. How about that?
I'm in the toilet now. Can you tell the sound difference?
Yeah, it sounds better.
Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Oh, man.
I'm kidding. I'm not in the toilet.
Yeah, but the little bit that I did see, Tom, because I fast forwarded through a little bit, you had a little bit of trouble checking it out on YouTube because it was all coming through on Streamlabs. So, yeah, toilet with a view. Yeah.
Yeah, Titasic told me, and everyone else does. They use two phones, so you can read the chat.
Yeah,
If
well,
you're
at the
doing
moment,
StreamYard or Prism, it's good to
Yeah.
have YouTube right in front of you.
I've never tried that Prism yet.
I'm on StreamYard at the moment, so I've got the chat enabled, so I can't see myself. So I don't know if I've chopped the top
Yeah.
of my head off or.
If you're broadcasting, it's good to know what's happening on YouTube if your moderators have removed an improper comment. Because if you see it flying on your screen on StreamYards, let's say, for instance, you may read it. And
Yes,
before you
happens all the
realize
time.
that it's an attack or something.
I've
it's
done
too
that
late.
many times. I just
Yeah,
keep running them
I know a lot
out.
of people
People
that
have to go. No, Dave. No, don't read that, Dave. Dave. Okay, I've gotten better.
Sending a
But,
message. You hear it in the background.
Stop talking. Don't read that.
Well, so
but,
no tank top this week because this week I'm the lead engineer on the project. My boss has taken a week off.
Yeah.
I've got all the responsibility and unfortunately the accountability to go with it as well. So yeah.
Let's see. I hear you.
Just think of the dollars, Mark. Just think of the dollars.
Well, unfortunately,
let
Brock,
me grab
it's
that.
the same. It's the same rate of pay whether
I'm
I'm
gonna save that link.
my role or whether I'm the lead engineer. So
Yeah.
Definitely got to watch this one.
What is it?
Video unavailable. What? Oh well, I
As
tried
a
Brock.
mod on CC channels keeps us busy. What is it? What now? Which channel is the one that you're talking about now? That other
Billy-
channel. What's the one
The
that
one
he's walking across? Whatever. Is that the one you sent me?
Yeah.
How come it? Okay, maybe I'm getting notified and I just don't see it. It says I got
Well,
the
if you
bell
like me,
done.
I've got. Let me look. What we got here. I have.
Let's see what his videos.
Now this is because of the
Okay.
moderating stuff, okay, and links that I click or that I share for different channels. I'm subscribed to 462 channels,
Wow.
and if I forget
Okay, so this
to,
last one on the one you sent me says 7 hours and 59 minutes streamed 3 hours ago.
Yep,
An 8-hour live stream.
yeah, he's walking, going to eat, going to the honey bucket,
So it's like what's his name that they made the movie out of his whole life. What was the name of that?
Yeah, he's just chatting away.
Forrest Gump.
But Jay East is on it.
Okay, cool.
And
See, I don't remember getting notified on any of these day part 11, part 2, blah blah.
Hey, Douglas, how you doing?
I haven't gotten notified, and it says subscribed, and the bell is there with the little ring. Maybe I should take off the bell and unsubscribe.
Unsubscribe and resubscribe. Sometimes YouTube will do that. They
Yeah,
think maybe it's too much for you.
yeah. I'm simple. I'm simple-minded. YouTube knows better. Who were you saying hi to that I missed? Oh, Douglas. Hey, Douglas.
Yeah.
Hello,
Um,
Dave. Mitch,
Like I
Mark,
said, Jace
Brock,
is right.
everyone.
There's things that CC is Charlie, Billy Blue is pretty damn thick-skinned. Okay,
Right.
and he'll let things go, and that the moderators will be like, "Fucking what a dick," you know what I mean? But the person making the comment,
Right.
and
Right.
so it's kind of difficult. But I mean, sometimes it's painfully obvious when someone's just a complete ass.
Right.
But and the chat, what's the purpose of a moderator? Help me out, Brock, Mark, Dave. What's the purpose? What's the sole purpose of a moderator?
well, if you notice a inappropriate comment, you delete it, time them out, give them a kick in the butt. That's
Bump
my
them
view.
off.
Yeah, bump them off.
Yeah, keep the chat clean or safe, right?
Civil. Keep the chat civil.
Civil, but the content creator dictates
What
what's
his
acceptable,
rules
what
are.
isn't acceptable. So on some channels, I go on and I'm like, because I'm in. But then they're like, nah, man, let it go, let it go, let it go. So I let it go, let it go. I sit back and let the other mods take care of it until I
Right.
feel it out. So that's the main thing, is keep the chat flowing.
Yeah. Exactly.
I'll read comments. When you can't read comments, I'll read comments and I'll try to comment in the chat, or I'll just say, hey, Douglas is here. How's it going? Or Tom, no, I won't be there at the Wombat today because some asshole might be there that I don't want to see. That kind of thing. Oh, was that in public? Did I say that in public?
No.
You see, that's the whole idea. And a lot of times, like I said, I will not engage. I'll be there. I'll be there watching somebody's channel, watching them live stream, moderating. But I don't want to engage. Why? Because I draw a lot of hate because I'm everywhere and people get tired of seeing Mr. Mitch with the spanner, right? They just get sick and tired of it. And I can appreciate that. So I it's going to lay back. I don't want to stroke my ego and be in there and steal away this storyline or whatever, like I'm doing right now. I'm talking too much. So I will now mute myself.
Let's okay, audience. Let's time him and see how long.
But I'm going to say this though, while we have a few moderators in the house, if any of us are somewhere and we delete somebody's comment, don't acknowledge that it's been deleted. Don't say, hey, good job, Brock. Way to slam that SOB. Or Mitch, whoa, hey, Mitch is in the house. Don't do it. Don't do it, right? Don't even just, it's
Don't
a speed
acknowledge
bump
it.
and you went right over. Don't acknowledge it. Now, being the hypocrite I am, I don't listen to what I say a lot, and it's so difficult to not comment on some asshole, say, in another province right next to me. Okay, it's very difficult. You just it's like a picking at a scab. It's like, Jesus, this thing won't heal. You gotta itch it, right?
Hey,
Like
Tim's
you're
here.
being recorded. We're
Hey,
being
Tim.
recorded right now, Dave.
Oh, I'm
Of
sure.
course.
An excerpt from this will make it on some asshole's channel.
Right.
There's a number of them out here, and
But they don't watch.
they really don't watch. They don't know you. It's out of context. They're just feeding their little no content creating ego,
True.
stroking their ego.
Yeah, I think it was recently said that I'm the most boring thing that he'd ever watched in his life, but he doesn't watch.
I don't
my
think I've
deal.
heard him say a couple hundred times, I don't watch other YouTubers.
No. In fact, he's made.
Now we're talking about you
note
specifically,
of-
Scott. Okay, right now we're talking about you, Scott. That's my
Just in
rant for
case.
the day.
Is that all right? Hey,
Fuck you.
Unseen Thailand. How you
Here, I
doing?
should take my own advice.
Glad you can make it. No acknowledging our own.
Perfect
But
timing.
did you,
Go figure
it was
that.
pretty good here. What Douglas was saying that he was stopped at a checkpoint yesterday on the bike. Neither him or his wife had helmets on. He rolled a bit, and the policeman jumped in front of the bike with his hand on the pistol. The other four smiled, took a picture of her, smiled, and said, "Have a nice day." Yeah, that they're not out to. I don't know. Like I said, man, the Thai people must know what's going on because they know that it's safer to wear a mask than wear a helmet because they'll have masks on and they've got a 6 month old in their arm, a 3 year old on the back, and an 8 year old on the back, and no one has helmets, but they all got that mask on. Boy, they don't let any of that go. Um,
Yeah, I sort of remember that, Raymond.
what did I miss? Morning to
Uh,
you.
just- Raymond just said that I got him one time, didn't really get it, but apologised and went on. I zapped him for something.
Yeah, and also everybody kind of keep in mind that I've got real big, thick fingers, and I think I did it the other night on James's. And when you hit somebody, it pops over and hits somebody else, and your message will get deleted. If it comes back on, it comes back on. If not, it was a mistake. And you should know if one of my messages get deleted, like hi James, how you doing, and that gets deleted, I know that something happened, you know, especially since I know all the other mods on the channel. So, and I don't even think they could do that to me if I'm a mod. But anyway, kind of keep that in mind if you get zapped on there. What's this?
Yeah, there
Following the
are
house
some
with.
spam bots that come on the channels, and when half a dozen mods go for the delete, but it's split seconds in between, and it can pick up somebody in the middle. Unfortunately,
Especially on the phone. Oh my. When
Yeah.
I'm using my phone, you get that one and you're like, you definitely got to hide that porn or whatever link. And you're trying to hit it and someone's already hit it and you're unhiding them. So it's hide, unhide, hide, unhide. And then some poor soul gets caught up in it. Yeah, I've
Let's
done
see. I
that.
was gonna look and see if I don't see Tim's. I gotta check his out. But if you guys haven't checked out his build, he's getting close, man. I gotta check it out. Did you put out a new video? I think. Um, and I'm talking about T and W, Tim in Udon Thani. But big trucks destroy
Okay,
the
Brock,
yesterday.
put that link up to that specific video. Racing you now. I'm slow. So many.
And I
I'm
did notice
scrolling through here.
Craig was talking about. You're talking. Excuse me. The boat drags. Yeah, there are the boat races. I think the multi-men canoe deals they had in his neck of the woods. He did his
oh,
last video was on.
Thanks, Jake.
It's looking
dragon
good.
boat racing,
Looking like fun. What is it?
dragon boat racing.
I think so. Yeah. I saw
Cool.
Tim's muddy mess. Yeah, I don't know, man. My road is awesome. Now all they got to do is come in and put something on top of it, and I'll be a happy camper. But they brought that right up to because my road going out of my property was like this, and now it's like this. It's just a little, enough to keep, if that was wet and not rolling down, to keep it from rolling into the property. So
See you, Tom.
it's pretty
See you,
awesome.
Tom.
Where's Tom?
I'm gonna have to pack it in too, fellas. It's 12:30
Where's
here,
the
so
almost
I've
2
got
hours?
got a meeting in a couple of minutes.
Oh,
Cool,
lunch,
cool.
huh?
Yeah. Dealing with, we had a major incident on the job site last week, so
Yeah.
obviously that's going to be taking up a lot of time. All right, well, thank you, Dave. Thank you, Mitch.
Yeah,
Thank you,
no.
Brock,
Thanks for
allowing
coming
me
on. Appreciate
Hey,
it.
mate, have fun.
Thanks, Mark. We'll see you soon.
See you soon. Bye, everybody.
Take it easy.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah, that's real there. That incident on his job at one of the job sites. Yeah. People die building things,
Yeah,
What is it?
Many times it can be avoided, but I've made
Did you-
mistakes myself. And
Did you already go to the Wombat for their opening on the the two sides? They already have that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Played a little
how was it?
pool. Listened to some music. Tom did a live stream from there
Yeah, I saw
when
part
That's
of
for
it. I
that.
you
didn't
were
get to
there.
see all of it. I
That
didn't
was
get
just
to
a
see all of
test. It wasn't like a specific live stream. Tytastic was showing him how to set up Prism.
it. Oh, okay.
And I said,
Because I
hey,
went
show
on
me
there
how to
and
do
said
that. And I
hello.
was like, oh, I'm already set up, so I can do Prism or StreamYard. Doesn't mean I will.
I was
I've never
disappointed
tried.
Dad didn't say hello.
That
Yeah,
who didn't say hello?
I missed that, Brock. What?
Dow. I said hello to Dow and she just didn't reply.
Huh.
Oh, she didn't
Ignored
She
have
me.
her
doesn't
phone
like it.
out. She
She
didn't have her
doesn't like
phone
it.
out.
She's pretty open about not liking Brock. She doesn't hold it back. I've heard it
Oh, Jesus.
many times
That's
on
getting deep
Foz
now.
on Foz channel. She's voiced her opinion about that, and everybody's channel. James is just kidding.
She
Let's
was busy
see.
talking to my future ex-wife and other ladies there. Just kidding.
That explains the
Well,
picture
you
you
never did.
posted.
You never did finish your story about your Isan tour. Were you going to actually
Yeah,
say how
looking at
long
the
and
map.
when, or something, or no?
When is the close thing I say? I'm looking at the clock. Soon. I don't
Before
know.
or after I come to
I think it'll be after because
after?
I want. Well, let's see. That's a freaking. Well, that's 2 weeks. That's not that far away. What's today is 27.
Yeah,
You're 14.
2
what,
weeks,
13.
two and a
So
half
yeah,
weeks.
it'll be after you are here and back and settled in again. Of course,
Okay,
you're
I'm gonna
talking about
make
going to Udon right now.
I'm gonna make a let's see what do you call it, a prediction.
Okay.
Mitch will be in Surin from the 13th to the 16th of July, when I am in Jantiem. So
Actually, probably the 14th I'll ride because I really want to have my people do a recon to
What
make
a-
sure that you're actually
what
gone.
the only thing I was thinking is if you guys come to Surin, then maybe I would, if you're going to go to Udon or to, to wherever you're going to go, maybe I would go with my car or the Forza, go with you. I would definitely go to Udon because I would like to see, I'd like to meet those, like I said, I had questioned him about his house. What is it called? The Isan Farang. Seems like a very nice couple.
Yeah,
Nice
Brock's
people.
getting that link for you now.
And
Something wrong.
I'd like to meet them, and I'd like to
I can
meet
read
Tim, of
Brock's
course.
mind.
Tim, I would go hang. I want to see the house up close and personal, and meet Tim again. I did meet him face to face in
SUNY Grand.
Kochang.
I'm looking that up right now. Jay.
All right, Paul, take it easy, brother. Have a good day.
Yeah,
Sunny Grand.
SUNY
So,
Grand.
Mitch, if you go to
Looking it up
Ubon,
now. Website. Boom.
the Sunny Grand Hotel, good location.
Yeah, that looks nice. Yeah.
I might check that out too.
Spawn
I'd-
Fitness.
We don't usually stay there. We go to the family land, and there's a little place for
Sauna
500
Steam.
baht
Ooh, ooh.
500 baht a night
Hot
for a
yoga.
room. So we usually stay there. We don't usually stay in Ubon. But I wouldn't be against going to Ubon either.
Let's see. I'm trying to find the pool. Where's the pool? Spawn Fitness. It doesn't show like sauna, fitness. Let's see. It's got to have a pool. We got to have a pool. Does it have a pool? Yeah, it has. It must have a pool. Anyway, let me get back here.
What, that one that
Okay, bye,
Jay
Dave. See you,
says is-
Paul. What was I going to say? Lost my train of thought. Choo choo.
Well, you were talking, so it'll probably be after that. So it's going to be, well, the only bummer is that supposedly Chuck's going to have that meetup in John Tiem Pate at the end of July. So,
Right. So
yeah. So
now
it's
I
gonna
will, unlike you, I will alter my schedule for Chuck. Because you know we hate
Dave, I
each other,
kid-
Dave.
The day before he's supposed to come, he'll go, "Oh, I'm sorry,
Thanks, Dave.
I've got something else better to do. I gotta go," and he'll go meet with Chuck. And,
Yeah.
so it depends. It's all wait, Chuck, or should I say Dave? Chuck. Yeah, I gotta go see Chuck. So because he races bicycles with Chuck, he's got a good.
I dance for
Well, the reason I'm
content.
saying I'm definitely coming there, so I guess it's all going to be on timing. I'm imagining that Chuck is going to let and probably me know
Yes.
an exact date well ahead of time, so we're both retired, so we can adjust accordingly. Whatever the case may be.
Now, the 30th of June, this month,
Of June. Okay.
that's this Thursday night, I will be at the Hacienda Bar, one of Nick's bars, because he sold it. And
He sold
he's having a farewell party there.
Ah,
So I will be there for that.
people are
He
actually
does have
selling
other
stuff.
interests, doesn't he?
Sorry?
He does have other interests.
Yes.
Yeah, he's got the 3 bars on Soy 7. The Hookup Bar, the Hedonism, and the A7 Disco Bar.
Well, that's got to say
And
something
other
about the
things in the
times,
works.
then, right? I mean, when people are selling bars now, that's got to be a good indicator that things are getting much, much better.
Yeah,
I
farewell
would
for
think.
the Hacienda Bar. Now he's keeping the name. The bar's new ownership. An English guy and his Thai wife, or you can see that in the video on his latest YouTube video. This is all public knowledge. I knew about it a while back, but people talk. We talk. Anyway, so yeah, he sold the bar. Officially turns over the keys on the 1st of July.
Cool.
Yeah, and he's mixed emotions. He says it in the video, which is like anything. When I got divorced, I had mixed emotions too.
Yeah. Speaking of divorce, Mitch, is that the future ex-missus up there?
Take that down, please, Brock. Please take that down.
Got.
Thank you.
I think so too, Dip Media. I think 2 rye is absolutely perfect. 1 rye is okay, but if I had my druthers, like
No, that's
the
a good friend of mine, by the way,
2.
and a good friend of other people we know.
Let's see.
So, but yeah, selling the Hacienda, sold the Hacienda. Take possession of first, and there you have it. Should be.
And I definitely want to get up your way, Tim. So one way or another, I'm coming to Udon. I just don't. And I want to see my other buddy when I'm there, Bob, too. And this new. I thought about meeting them, the Isan Farang, before. I've been watching his. I was watching his build on his house for when he started it, long time ago. He didn't know me from Adam until I asked. He probably still doesn't. Although he mentioned me the other day when I popped in on his thing. He just said, "Got to love Thailand." But he seems like a really. Did you meet him, Mitch, or no?
I'm sorry, I was typing something.
Did you meet them, the Isan Farang?
I have not
Did
met.
you
I've not met him yet.
them? Okay. Yeah, I know that he. This is like the 2nd or 3rd live stream. The first one he did, I think, Chuck had encouraged him to do live streams, which is awesome. But they always seem like really nice people. And like I said, I watched his build, and then I watched for like 4 or 5 months where nothing got built, and it questioned him. And that's when he said that, it wasn't anything bad, but because of everything and the builder and stuff like that, he's gonna have somebody. I think he was tiptoeing, which is that's a good thing. Shouldn't say anything bad about anybody.
Yeah, delays and all that.
Yeah, he had a bunch of
Quite
stuff, and
frustrating.
it could be maybe I read it wrong. Maybe it was just he just wanted to get. I got the impression that they weren't real close to there. In other words, they couldn't keep. They had to come from another area, and because of the virus and stuff, they couldn't come. And I guess he finished it, and it turned out nice. And they're in there now.
Ryan's Thailand ran the finish up on that.
Yes, he did.
Yeah,
Yes, he did.
beautiful place.
Good folks. Hey, you go there a lot, Jay East, or is that where you know people there, or what's? You must. You're saying good folks. I haven't. I only met my wife's family. They're from there, but and all the Thai people that I've met have been pretty good people. I shouldn't say pretty good, excellent people. It's hard not to. All right, I'm gonna end it pretty soon, Jake. Anyway, it's been 2 hours and 5 minutes. I
Yeah, I
think I'm gonna
really got to
actually.
do other stuff as well.
Yeah, I think I will. Maybe on a high note, we'll put it on there. 10:30. Yeah, I think I will. It's 2 hours and 6 minutes and 14 seconds, and maybe I think I will end it. And what's today? Monday, right? So Tuesday
Yeah,
and
want to hang for a couple
Wednesday.
of back stream, Dave?
Yeah, we can do it for a minute. Yeah, sure.
Cool.
Um,
Give you an
uh,
update. We can talk
and I don't
travel
know. I
if you
got to go
want.
back in here. Whoever's in here, Tim, um, blah, 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 Bobby, Raymond. Oh, question.
Yes, you
Wait a
do,
second.
Raymond. Uh-huh.
If you start a channel, do you get to pick your model? Yes, yes. Yeah, as many as you want. It was easy in my case.
Link, Dave, for Dip Media.
Yes.
Oh yeah, certainly do. But the moderators don't get to pick if they want to be a moderator or not, do they, Mitch?
No. But you can't. You know what though? You know what I noticed? The last time that someone made me a moderator, and I want to say it was James on his new Chocolate Man in Thailand Live, it asked me, "You're being requested to be a moderator, yes or no?"
Oh, that was. Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
saw that.
maybe you do have a.
The
I
ability
know
to not.
before you didn't really have an option that I could remember. They just clicked you in there and you
Yeah,
were up and
Brian
had a
actually is
risk.
in Pat's. He may not be today, but he was just a couple days ago. Um, he actually has some drones for sale.
I was on James' new
See you, Jake.
live stream for
Here's a
about 10 seconds, and he
we've
put
got a
me as a
we've got
mod.
a troll from on the road. There's a troll on the road. So. Hey, how
What's
you
up,
doing, Chuck?
guys?
Hey, Chuck.
Hey, Chuck.
Came in right when I was going to. Now we'll
Having
hang
a
out for.
crafty day here in Cote Lipe.
Oh, you're in
Oh,
Yeah,
Colby.
crappy. Just terrible, isn't it?
Yeah, the one I
Because I'm not
watched.
there.
The one I watched this morning. You were just
Hey,
starting
Pookie.
out. I think it's the second day with them. So it's
hello.
hello. She's feeling better. She's feeling
Yeah.
better. I
Oh,
could
yeah.
tell.
Is there an echo? I don't have my headset on. Sorry.
No, it's not
That's
bad.
fine.
Sounds good.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, when I saw the last video you were on, she was 95%. She still wasn't 100%. She looked 100% there.
We're about to pack up. I'm uploading a video here on the island. Internet's really good here in Lipe, but we're had a pretty bad storm. So we're about to get on a longtail boat. No, actually a speedboat for about a 2-hour boat ride. We were coming here, dude. I think the whole boat got sick. It was crazy rough.
Oh wow!
It's been
I've got a
really
personal-
calm.
I've got a personal favor to ask of you.
Uh-huh.
When you go back to the States, I want one of those frickin' hats with the fan in the front of it. I want one bad. I don't know where he got it. That thing was. I did go on Lasada, and you can get a ball cap with a fan in here,
Yeah.
but not the big one on the front, because that would be nice to keep the my bald head nice and cool. But go ahead. I'm just screwing
the
with you.
Amazon link, but I don't know if you can get it in Thailand or not. From Amazon.
Yeah.
I'll have to check. You did. Okay, I'll
I've
look it
been
up.
making a list.
I didn't
Chuck
know.
asked me if there's anything I want from the States, and I appreciate it a lot. I made a list, and I've got it down to like 48 kilos now, so we're almost there.
Just send me an email of what you want, and I'll give you my banking information. And you can.
Yes.
I think it's like $180 for a bag, or something like that.
Yeah,
Have
it's
you-
like per kilo, it's $48 per kilo extra
have you-
over.
Have you used the GoPro 9 yet? Or 10?
And I tell you what, this 10, yeah, well, I got a cover on it.
Right.
Dude, I think it's probably the best camera I've had out of GoPro. No shit.
My 9, it's my favorite
Yeah.
camera. I've got it sitting right here. It's my favorite.
Yeah.
The stability
Yeah,
is just freaking awesome. The
well, the
stability on it
stability
is.
seems to be the same. The picture quality actually is a little better, even with the same settings. But
Yeah,
it's better at nighttime. Like it adjusts for the night on its
better than the
own, which
previous
the other
ones.
ones don't
Yes,
do. So,
right. I agree.
but
Well,
anyway,
good.
I
That's
just
good.
stopped in to say hello to you guys. I saw y'all up here chit chatting. We got to go catch a taxi to get on a boat. And if you're still on here in about another hour, which I doubt it, I'll pop back on. So,
I doubt it. But thanks for coming by. I appreciate it as always.
all
So
right,
Right
guys.
on,
Hey,
Chuck. See you soon.
we'll see you guys like the end of next month.
yeah, that's we were just talking about that.
Yeah.
The end of July. I'll be there.
I'll pop back on your live when we're in America. I'm sure I'll have some downtime, maybe.
Cool, cool. Yeah, for sure. Let me know.
All right, guys. All right, Brock, Mitch.
Thanks,
All right.
Chuck.
Dave,
Thank you.
See you, Chuck.
Alrighty.
y'all have a
Thanks,
great
brother.
day, okay?
You too.
And you.
Tell Paige to
Right
stop
on.
being so happy. Oh, there she is.
GoPro 10. So it does do good low lighting stuff. Is that right?
Not, I don't think not low, but better than the other ones.
Huh.
But yeah, it.
I'll tell you what. Can I interrupt for the 58th time? Watching Chuck up close and personal when we're traveling,
Right.
the GoPro on that little stick. It's amazing what he can do and how quickly he can do it. He just picks it up, goes, points and shoots, and then puts it down. It looks
Well,
like
that's
he
what
spends
I-
his life with it
when-
on the camera. I got my phone here, and it's just a pain in the ass. And it's
But like I
where do
said
I put it in my pocket.
He was the one that told me about this, but I was for the longest time coming here, pressing on the side, waiting for it to come on, pressing the record, watching what I've got, press the record to stop, press the button on the side, and he told me how to go on it. Now all I do is, and him the same way, is press the record, it automatically turns on, starts recording, press the record again, it stops and shuts off, put it back in your pocket. No turning on or off on the side, one button, boom, boom, and you're done. So
Yeah. Speaking of,
go ahead.
I'm fixing to unleash some dough on some equipment. Je, safe travels. I'll tell you what, this adventure that Chuck is on now, unfortunately, we had to call it short because Dow got sick,
Right.
and she ate she ate some street food and she got sick. Freaking bacteria. I'm telling you what, I was like, man, that shit didn't bother me at all. No, she got sick. She said, I eat soft food with you. I eat soft food. I don't want to sound condescending, but hanging out with a farang all the time, she's not eating as spicy as she normally eats, and not eating the normal stuff that she would eat during the
Yep.
normal.
Right.
So her stomach is getting unacclimated to Thai food, and we were in the dirtiest of markets. I mean, we were in the and she picked something up. We all ate the same thing. A little bit of that, a little bit of this, everything. Maybe she ate more of it, but she got the bad bite. And funny thing about oysters here, they're so tiny, right? Like the Pacific oysters that I'm used to in the States, they're like big, the size of your palm, some of these oysters.
Right.
The ones I get anyway. And then, so you eat half a dozen and you're good to go. Well, here, if I want to have that same amount of, I got to eat 80 of them, so that increases your odds of catching something, right?
Yep.
Anyway, but
See you later,
this
Moonwalk.
adventure that they're on, going back, they were here with Glory and Brent, traveling around. We were supposed to be with them, but that was my call. Anyway, so there'll be more time to travel, but he's going to get his mom from the States, and his mom's like, yeah, I'm going for it. Having never set foot in Thailand or Southeast Asia, that
Right.
takes a lot of intestinal fortitude, man. A lot of guts.
Sure. Sure. does.
My dad's been here twice, but my mom would never come. She was like, oh, no, I don't know, because she's like a deer, 5 miles from home kind of thing.
Yep.
See you, Moonwalk.
Okay.
Yeah,
Mark.
I don't know. They're such good people, man. I don't see how
Really?
sometimes
All right,
people
Bill.
attack. What happened? Number
The
3.
Colorado won the Stanley Cup.
Ah,
I know
okay.
what the Stanley Cup is,
That's those people that
but
run
I
around
haven't
on
been watching anything.
ice skates. When I had my episode on Learn several years ago, learned to pack Pepto. Ever since. Yeah, it's probably not a
Yeah,
bad item to
Vinny,
pack.
Vince, you saw him in some recent videos with Joe, and we were down there in Project together. We rode down together. Well, we convoyed together. Um, he carries the Pepto.
A lot of people.
He
No, I've
carries the
never had to
Pepto.
use it. I've been lucky since I've been here. 3.5 years. I have not gotten. I've not gotten sick from eating anything. But a lot of people
Yeah,
I see they take charcoal, right? Charcoal
yeah.
tablets or something. I've never
Yep.
taken that either. But
Chuck has charcoal tablets.
yeah, that's what I thought. A lot of people do. I think.
Yeah, that's
Growing
true.
up, we
We
only ate
always had red
oysters
tide
and Coke.
alerts and all this kind of stuff in Washington
Never
State.
ate them.
I
That
don't know what
snotty,
they do here.
that raw, snotty deal. Now, who opened up an oyster and said, let me try this? I mean, they had to be a sick bastard
Probably someone
somewhere.
who has the same DNA as the person that
Or
cracked open a
completely
durian.
completely starving people. They hadn't eaten in a month. But I just can't do it. It reminds me too much. Now, clams and steamers and steamed mussels, and I never tried any kind of cooked oyster, but I like the. We used to go to a place called what was the name of it? Anyway, they had a 9.95 all you could eat steamers. It was right on the beach, and we would go there every Tuesday. They would have this, and it was that a little bit of the juice, 1 or 2 drops of Tabasco, and I could eat.
I don't know if you can tell, but my mouth
We put them out
is
of business.
watering right now, Dave.
I'd
There's
love
a
to
place
get
called
some.
Steamer's Sidewalk Cafe on the Seattle waterfront. Oh my
I'm
God!
trying to think of the name of. God, we went there, so they had a private room. I had a party there
Clams
once.
and the bread and the butter and the
I
chowder.
think they're still there. I think they're still there. I'll have to remember.
All
I'll
those
remember.
shellfish, it's a wonder anybody eats them because their sole purpose is to
Hey,
filter
Daniel.
water, take the
Filter
crap out
water.
of the water.
Oh, speaking of way earlier in the chat, someone mentioned about eating shellfish or something or other. Someone they know doesn't eat any shellfish or anything that breathes water. That was it. A marine biologist friend of mine back in the States, he refuses to eat anything like that. Clams, oysters, mussels, crab, because they're right in the thick of it, man.
Yeah.
But
don't know.
I've had
shellfish.
crab that tasted like diesel before. Dungeness crab.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh, yeah.
you're
they-
exactly
they-
right, Jays. Yeah, I don't know, man. The steamers were
Whoa, hang on a second.
Gladstones for
I gotta
fish.
mute my.
Gladstones for fish. That was the name of the, and I think they're still there.
I
But
heard
Gladstones
thunder.
for fish every Tuesday. I don't think they do it anymore. But 9.95. I mean, it was just unbelievable.
was
I
something
think
else.
that's what it was. Might
It's
have
a
been
nice sunny
19.
day
Yeah.
here.
Som Thai, not Som Isan. I don't like I've eaten it. Okay, I've eaten the fermented fish and I've eaten the fermented crab, but I do not like.
I won't eat the
fermented.
fermented stuff. No, you're right.
I'm like,
Jason.
man, why do you have to
I
slip
already
that
ate.
shit in there?
I already ate. There's
Buzzards
a couple
of
of
the
places
sea,
with
yes,
that
they
here.
are.
My wife makes
They are.
it good, but like I said, she says there's 2 different kinds: with the coconut milk and without the coconut milk on the soup. Is that tom yum?
Oh, you're
right?
talking about tom yum.
Is it
Yeah. You're talking
Tom
about
yum's
tom
a
yum.
soup.
Yeah,
What
I
are
love
you
it.
talking
Oh,
about?
yeah, I'm talking about the salad. Som Thai.
Papaya salad.
Papaya salad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Skip
No,
the crab.
I don't eat that much.
Ooh. For me,
They love the crab. You
like
give
man,
them
even
those.
if you pick it out, it's too late for me. It's like shit.
Yeah, well, they don't really eat the crab. It's just there for flavour.
Yeah, and yeah,
Girl, only eat oysters. Buzzards of the sea. What is the
that's
buzzards
here,
of
man. A
the
little
sea?
thunder action going
Referring,
on.
I think, to shellfish.
I
Yes,
love
they are
some.
buzzards of the sea.
Sometimes you sound super
Sometimes
spicy.
I
Yeah, it
don't
is.
mind the super spicy, but I don't like the. Maybe they
Dave-
have so spicy to put up with the crab that hide
My
crab.
wife loves the crab in there with the broken bodies, the little ones.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
yeah. She loves it. That's
You know
her
what I like
favorite.
about those crabs? in the rainy season, I like running them over. They're like whack-a-mole when you're riding down the highway.
Crunch,
Sorry.
crunchy.
I'll tell you, everything here in it's like being in a whole separate country, coming to Isan to eat. Okay, whole different country. But like I said, Masiman's probably got to be one of my favorite, and that's basically coming from the Muslim side of things, I believe. I don't know, but I believe.
I didn't know that. Yeah, I like
I
it.
think the Muslim side. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It changes your whole way of. I don't know. I love it now. I mean, I couldn't. When I get away from here and go someplace else, I usually eat American food anyway because we just don't have it here. Um, but if I do, and I have something, it's almost like bland to me. It's like, well, this is hardly spicy at all. And you'd be surprised because sometimes when you sit down to eat, I have to have my wife explain to them, no, I want just like you make it any other Thai person, because they will automatically looking at you, they'll make it weak and not spicy. They'll take the spice out of it without you even asking for it. Let's see, Massimo Rich. Yeah, my wife made it 2 times for me in the last 4 days, and she's made the tom yum twice for me in the last 4 days. So I've had both tom yum and masiman for both lunch and dinner. But I don't know. The food here is just. I mean, how can you just walk through a market? If anything, if you've never been to Thailand and you want to just come and just check it out, and you're just watching channels because they're cool to watch, and which is awesome. Just come here for a 2-week, 3-week vacation and just walk through the market and just start eating. And the food is just phenomenal. Phenomenal.
Just send a private message, Brock, to the
Yep.
group. Anyway, I'm hearing thunder and lightning. I have my blinds closed because the lighting will come through and bathe my face, and I want to look beautiful.
Me too, Jace. It's my favorite.
Here, turn that
One
on.
of my favorites.
Okay, we got that. We got
I mean, they put it. You got changing your light. Okay, you look good. It is. It's hard.
Yeah, I love
It's hard to pick a
Masaman.
favorite. It's hard to pick a favorite when you're.
Don't worry about the spelling. I got it wrong when I Googled it. I spelled it. Has anybody ever been to Masa in Germany? It's like an IKEA kind of store. Masa.
No.
No.
Man. First exposure to an IKEA type store was
Yeah.
was back in the 80s when I was in Germany. For me,
Yeah, you know.
I
to
am
me,
currently in Jomtien, Daniel. At number 1, I'll call it number 1. I have a number 1 condo and a number 2 condo. The number 2 condo, I'm talking about ones I reside in, that I actually have furniture and stuff, and I kind of live in, depending on my mood. One in the Wangamot area.
I think
North
it's
Patio.
just Jace. I think it's just countries that don't use mass amounts of
That's too bad, man.
insecticides
Too bad.
and everything like that. Because when I was in Costa Rica, same thing. The most amazing fruits and vegetables that you've ever imagined, and it's the same here. And I think it's because of their, and the same thing with like in Costa Rica and their chickens and all that. They didn't use hormones and they get shots of their antibiotics and stuff like that. They just didn't do it. It made a whole difference. What did he say? I've only eaten one curry dish in my life, and it wasn't good. Really, I love curry.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, try it somewhere else, and maybe you'll like it.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't like that. A lot of people.
You didn't
don't
like
a lot
the
of people
curry
don't like
because of
certain
the
foods.
because of the heat or because of the taste or what? Why didn't you like it? I'm curious. Or you just don't. Do you like spicy food? That'd probably be an easy one.
I have a place in Rayong, Daniel, but I don't live there per se. I stay there. It does not have a tenant because the Canadian couple went back to Canada a couple 3 months ago. I had some work done to refurbish it, but I'm considering that because it's proximity to the beach and a little bit quieter lifestyle. And I've sold 3 condominiums in the last 2 months for a profit. For the record.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
taste of
Because I
melon.
bought in a depressed economy. You remember when I got here a year ago? Look at where we were with COVID. People were at the height of struggle. I mean, big time. No renters. Banks calling in the paper.
I like Daniel. I like Rayong. I
Rayong's
wanted.
nice.
I'd really like to
Tom
get
has a
that
place in
condo.
Rayong.
Yeah,
Two
that
places
condo
actually.
next to
Actually,
Tom,
soon to be
Thailand
3.
Digital Nomad. I'd like
Yeah,
to get that condo if I could.
Yeah,
We'll see
Tom
what
has
happens. I still haven't ruled it
2
out.
condos in
I
that
want
building.
It did not
Right
taste
there on the
good.
water, man.
Not bad.
Right
See,
there on
just
the
don't
water.
like the taste. Don't like the taste of curry. I guess. Yeah, because it was just the spice that would be
Do I
easy
have
to check
your
that out.
contact information, Daniel? Or if I don't have it, if you want to email Dave, Koi Doctor, blah blah blah, we can get in contact and maybe I can hook you up with somebody that might be interested in if you want to sell it.
Yeah, that's cool.
I like Cozy Beach View. I mean, I don't want to like dox you, but you're saying Cozy Beach View condo. I mean, I know that condo very well.
Where is that at? Is it in Rayong
No,
or is it in Jantiem?
not far from me.
Oh, okay.
Couple of
I've heard that
soys
name
over.
before too. I've heard that name before too. I think a lot of people that are coming that they're kind of getting the.
Is
so
this
we
the
get a
one
lot
with
of
the hot and
questions
cold
on
plunge
how
pools
much.
upstairs on the pool and the gym floor, Daniel? Have not been a tequila sunrise myself. Of course, actually, whoa. Maybe I have been to tequila sunrise with Tom and Pry and Anna for dinner. Maybe I have been there. Tequila sunrise. I'd have to ask Tom.
Yes,
I'll probably see
14th
Tom
floor.
today.
He says 14th floor. Oh,
Water view straight out the west.
Demita, you're in the green room. Did you want to come on, or are you just hanging? I just
He'll probably
noticed
come
you.
in.
Sorry.
We're
I'm sorry. I'll
boy,
put
thunder.
you in. He doesn't have his
Greeny
picture up
Greeny
there.
is in Satahipa Banks. Where's God dang it, I keep forgetting.
It's on the way between Jantiem and Rayong. Somewhere
Yeah,
down
yeah.
there, I think. I don't know the name of it, though.
Anyway, I'm gonna go. Hey, Robert Max back again.
He'll only be here for 30 seconds. Everybody say hi to Robert. Just
Hi,
kidding
Robert.
again.
Bye, Robert, my brother. Okay, Daniel,
14.
contact Dave. Give me your stuff and whatever if you want, and we can chit chat about your condo.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's Banks Array. I get them mixed up.
I think that's Brock. That's your house behind you, right, Brock?
Yeah, that's my front door. Maybe at the
Okay,
end
I'm
of the year,
gonna.
Mr. visit.
Oh wait, Dave's gonna sign off the stream.
Yeah, I'm done. Chuck popped on, and we're at 2 minutes 29, 2 hours 29 minutes and 29 seconds.
No wonder
So,
my buttocks is numb.
Yeah, I got to
Holy
stand up too.
smokes.
All right, everybody. Thanks for coming. I really appreciate it. Anybody that wants to say goodbye would be probably a good time. Everybody that's in there, Daniel, Raymond, Jay East, everybody that's still in the chat, thanks for hanging out with us. We'll do it again Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday at 7:30 a.m. We'll do it again. And if you guys
Good
want to
morning
say
again, and
goodbye.
goodbye, Bob Mac.
See you
All right, guys.
Thanks,
I will
Dave.
catch. All right, I will catch you on the next one. Bye, guys.
Brock.